And we're back, chat. Welcome in, welcome in. We are here with our guest of the day, Wednesday, Hump Day. Let's go. And we even got Let's Be Frank Wifey in the building as well. Thank you, Wifey. So, how are you today? How is your Wednesday so far?
I'm doing fantastic, and I really do appreciate the opportunity to be on the spotlight. And I love that all my boys are showing up. Dark History, Tall Guy, Banana Battle. Thanks for coming in the chat, guys.
Yeah, no, that's huge support from the fam there, man. You guys are the Cleveland, right? Is that where you guys are from?
Yeah. A few weeks ago, we came up with the Cleveland Stream Team because we all just got into this a few weeks ago.
No, that's awesome, man. I love to see it. When I came across that you guys all knew each other and you were kind of newer streamers into this, and you're coming out the gate hard, man, and I really like it. Like you're taking the opportunity to come on the show today. Like I said, you dress for the occasion, and we greatly appreciate it because we are all a bunch of clowns here. Some of us, yes, some of
Showing
us.
up.
I like it. Yeah, show it, work it. Yeah. That's great. No, I love it. I have fun. I have fun doing this. And if you're not having fun doing this, you're missing out. And you're having fun doing this, and that's what it's about. Tell us some clown jokes. Yeah. You got any jokes?
Me? Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I used to tell this one all the time to my patients. Oh gosh, why aren't koalas considered mammals?
Why?
Because they don't have the qualifications.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
Oh my god.
sorry.
Well, yeah. Thank you, chat, for coming today. It was nice having you. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, no, good job. I like it. I like it. So what are you? I'm interested because I see it, but chat doesn't see it. What's in the pouches that are next to you there? Or
Oh,
that
these
what?
guys?
Yeah, what are those?
Oh, I'll be excited to talk about this. So, this is a whole ordeal. So my birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, happy early birthday! This is my birthday gift to you. Right, great day on the show. Happy
Yeah,
birthday!
thank you very much. Yeah, I'm turning 30. So anyways, my wife's friend, who is also my friend, she knows I really like meat. And to touch on that, I had a bachelor party. I got married last year, but my bachelor party, we rented a cabin, and all we could do the entire weekend was eat meat. We weren't allowed condiments. We weren't allowed bread. Like, we grilled hot dogs, hamburgers, and ate them all straight, and bacon for breakfast and sausage for breakfast. My bowels were
Nice.
messed up for a week after. But I like meat a lot, so she got me these I guess you call them, yeah, snack sticks. But they're made in Pennsylvania and they're really cool. This one's the mythical creatures. So we have Sasquatch, Chupacabra, Leprechaun, Centaur, Minotaur, and then this one's I'm sorry, this one's mythical creatures. This one's cryptids. Um, but yeah, they all have different flavors. So we've tried the Chupacabra, which is chorizo flavored, and then we had a Phoenix, which was like turkey. So it's really cool. It's like a variety pack. I'm
That's
going
cool.
through
I like
those
it.
one at a time.
And the marketing and the packaging looks pretty. That's why for a minute I thought it was like a set of cards or like
Oh
they did
yeah.
a yeah they do a good job. I like it.
Speaking of cards, I do like card games as a hobby, and so I recently got into the Star Wars Unlimited. But these cards are hard to get.
Oh, I bet. I've never actually seen those before. I know everybody's into that Disney card game that came out. Oh, nice. Star Wars. I love it. The Star Wars monkey. And so,
Yeah.
how are you feeling about the new Acolyte series? Have you seen that? I know it's got a lot of mixed reviews on it.
No, I haven't gotten into that. I watched like, some of those are really good. Like I really like the that like I was a fan of like the Solo movie. I liked that we got a little background on the character, but the main trilogy kind of ended so like for me that I haven't gotten into Acolyte.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I know there's like Book of Boba Fett, there's Mandalorian, there's, all these side story, couple short episodes or a season or two. Everyone I've seen is okay. Like, I think you have these diehard Star Wars fans and they don't like anything new, and the original's the best and there will never be nothing else. And George Lucas sold out, and you're like, I'm just happy that there's more story, I guess, more into the universe.
Yeah,
Even though some could be better than others, I'm sure, but
we should be happy about that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it could have died off a long time ago, and I think just keeping it alive and trying to salvage it. But I want to say good morning to everybody and Amazon Artemis. Thank you for that gifty to hybrid. What we do here, I need to go ahead and get it ready. We got your fortune. It's right here. It's your fortune of the day. Every sub to the stream, 2 more subs, and we do a sour spray. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this fortune cookie opened and see what we have in store here. So your fortune is: today is up to you to create the peacefulness you long for. I love it. It's a good one. Oh my goodness, my kid's awake. Yeah, is it that question time
Yes.
early on?
It's
Okay.
that where-
My kid likes to ask the same question to each guest. So I allow her the show for one question. What is the question?
What is your favorite breed of cat and dog, and which one do you like more?
Ooh, that is a great question. So, saw her running around. I have 2 cats. One is actually a Hemingway cat, if you know what that is. So Hemingway cats I think they originated in Florida, wherever Hemingway did his writing, but they have 6 toes on each paw. And so my one cat has 6 toes on each paw, and so she's our Hemingway cat. The other one's just a cat I found well, I didn't find him in a dumpster, but he's a dumpster cat, and he ended up in a hoarder's house, and
Oh
she
no,
needed to
yeah.
get rid of some of her cats, and he unfortunately has these black tear ducts, so he looks sick, but he's not. He just has black tear ducts, so his eyes are all goopy all the time. So he's mine. He's my little trash cat. His name's Trevor. I didn't name him. He came like that. But so I have 2 cats. My favorite cat, I love black cats. I love black cats. We have one that likes to visit us outside. She'll come up and I think it's a boy. He wants all the pets. He's some neighbor's cat. So black cats are probably my favorite. And then as far as dogs, I think just a good Labrador, like black lab, is probably my favorite.
Mhm.
I had one when I was a kid, and he was like the best dog ever. I like golden retrievers too. So probably black labs and then black cats. Didn't realize there was a theme there. And then out of the 2 of them, I love my cats. I love dogs, but dogs are a lot of work. So I might pick a black cat as my top. Great question.
All right. Yeah, I did relay the information. I think she could hear you a little bit through the loudness of the speakers in my headphones, but yeah, she likes that. She's a big cat person. She loves dogs too. I think she's going to be like a vet or something to do with animals when she's older for sure. It's kind of natural instinct. But yeah, no, you said you're a nurse, huh? That's awesome. We've got another nurse as well. Let's be Frank wifey, Frank's significant one there. She is a nurse, or as well as going through schooling. So W nurses out there to everybody who takes care of everybody. I love it.
Yeah, nurses. Yeah, it's I've been in the field, I guess, since I'm turning 30. I started clinicals when I was 18, and I was a nurse at 22. So I've been in the game for a while. And for all clarity, I'm actually now I've been a nurse practitioner for 4 years, but I still need my RN license, so I just, for the sake of ease, call myself a nurse.
Yeah, no, that is awesome. Except for Banana saying that you're an old man now. I know you hit that 30 road now. You'll never live it up from all your friends giving you a hard
That's
time.
Banana Bottle is actually my brother. He's my
Oh,
younger. I have two brothers. I'm the middle, so they're all accountants. Well, he got a degree in accountant, uh, but since I'm the middle child, I'm the only nurse, the only medical professional.
yeah. I mean, go figure it would be the little brother to pick on you and call you an old man, so it's expected there. Well, thank
That's
you
right.
guys for being here and showing some love.
Yeah, and our older brother, he's 3 years older than me, so he's always gonna lead the charge with how old we are.
Yeah, most definitely. So where are you from?
From Cleveland, Ohio, born and raised. I went to undergrad and graduate school in the Cleveland area. I've done clinicals and seen all the big hospitals in Cleveland. Right now, I'm working in an outpatient facility. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I love it. I started off when I was 22 working in a cancer center. And that was a really good experience as far as personally, it helped me mature and view the world in a different aspect of enjoying each day because it's not always guaranteed. But after 4 years of that, I want to move on to something a little happier. So now I work in pediatrics, and it's great. Very happy.
Yeah, no, that sounds great. Yeah, and that's the thing is you really got to find what makes you happy in life, and like you said, each day's not guaranteed, and some days are definitely going to be a lot more worse than others. So you have to like really appreciate the good days. Like even today, I'm very thankful to be here with all you W's in chat, the W guests that we have on the show today, and to be able to be a part and help provide that opportunity for everybody. As the guest, as the host, as it's just great. I can't expect and love to be anywhere else. So I want to thank you guys again. So I'm going to give another round of applause for chat here and our guests for coming on today. But yeah, no, is that you like the weather there? You like where the scenery and things like that where you're from?
Yeah, I do. It's actually really funny. My wife's from Colorado, so we still visit her family once or twice a year. And when we go there, I don't know if you've ever been to Colorado, but it's just there's the mountains, and then there's just like farmland. It's all
Yeah.
there's no trees. I'm like, where? How do you people breathe out here? Like trees provide oxygen.
Yeah, exactly. There should be some trees somewhere, right?
Yeah, but Ohio's gorgeous. I mean, we live pretty close to Lake Erie, so like Lake Erie's big enough that you can't see across it. So like we actually have beaches, and even this upcoming weekend, I'm going to a place called Put Bay, which is like an island on Lake Erie, and it's just a big party town. So you get like really cool things, but everyone kind of poo-poos on Ohio.
Yeah, no, that sounds fun. And I think that's like usually anywhere. I think there's always something nice to do. I'm sure there's a couple nice things in Colorado, but I'm with you there. Here where I'm located, nothing but flat farmland with, there's some trees, but not as many trees as where, like, say I grew up. I grew up in Tennessee, and there's just trees everywhere. There's areas of big, thick, wooded, unpopulated areas, but it is getting more populated. The more you go, they are tearing things down, making developments, and as the state booms, really, like Tennessee's going through a big boom for a lot of people moving from more costly locations, right? And then they move to Tennessee to kind of settle down and get more for their money. But yeah, guys, thanks for being here. Everybody still hyping it up in chat, so we love to see it. You guys are all W's. But yeah, so what games do you play since
Um,
you started streaming?
Well, I still play the same games as I did before I started streaming, but my wife, you'll see her station over there. I'm very blessed that she plays a lot of the same games I do, and she likes first-person shooters. So we actually play a lot of Counter-Strike. Do you ever play Counter-Strike?
I have in the past. Yeah, I started with was it Source, which is like one of the originals, I think, or something like that, or maybe even before. And then we played some Go, but I wasn't very good, and like I don't know. It seems like ever since I played, the game's pretty like people have hacked quite a bit, but I hear CS2's out and a little bit better from what I hear. But
Yeah, I'd say CS2's. I think it's better. We have a friend Tony we play with. He he doesn't think it's better, but no, Counter Strike 2. I like the map upgrades, the textures, the graphics of the game much improved, and the rating system they actually improved. Before, I hate when games do this. Like Halo used to be like this, where you play ranked and you never knew how close you were to the next rank, and you're like, wow, I could win 5 games in a row and not rank up. But they changed it, so now you can actually see what rank you are and how close you are to the next one. So I like the upgrade of the rank system. Plus, they do their weekly drop where every week, as long as you earn enough XP, they'll drop you a case and they'll drop you a free skin. And those skins, they might only be worth, 3 to 10 cents, but you get enough of them and you can open a case. And when you open the cases, sometimes you get a gold item and it's worth $900. I had one of those a few years ago. I got these green leopard print gloves, and I sold them immediately, and then bought all my friends and myself games for a whole year. It was great.
yeah, no, see, that's awesome. It's like lottery. I had a bunch of old cases that you can't get anymore, and they were pretty pricey. Like I think I made $100 when I sold all the cases, and then I bought some games with them. I was like, because I don't have keys to open them, and I was like, well, other people will use these cases. So it was nice, but I never pulled anything big. I think my biggest item I have like a $8 shotgun skin or something like that. That's an older skin that's pretty cool, and I use that. But I know there's some like $1,000 knives and stuff like that that people have, and it's pretty cool. I mean, I kind of like it. I think it brings some involvement and rarity to a game that normally you wouldn't have, rarity in. Same with my
Yeah.
turtle gloves I sold. See, I didn't even know there was like glove skins, so that's new to me.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a big market right now. I have this. It's like this gold and blue. I just got it like 2 or 3 months ago. I got from a case, but it's worth like $650. I haven't sold it yet because it's really pretty. um, but yeah, it's my one guilty pleasure is opening those damn cases. I'm like, it's $2.60 a week to open whatever case I get dropped, and every once in a while on a Friday night, I'm like, well, I'm not going to the casino tonight. Let's buy a couple cases and open them. Um, but it's fun because like when you open them in game, your enemy team can see what you open. So like sometimes if you get something good, they're all like, yeah, nice pull. So it's fun.
Nice, I like it.
So we got Counter Strike is a big one. Dead by Daylight, my wife's really into, and I go through phases. Recently, I started playing Killer again. I was like, I miss how much fun this is to just really go after people and just there's the Mores in the game. Do you ever play Dead by Daylight?
I don't, but I've watched it a ton. Our guest who was just on the other day, actually, Monday, Amazon Artemis. She's a big DBD player, so I'd recommend dropping her a follow if you haven't got a chance, and her following you, so you guys can, touch base on there sometime, get some pointers. Maybe both help each other, but that's she's a vet, and it looks fun game. I didn't know, a lot of the strategy behind it. Like I kind of look at it at face value, and I feel playing it's a lot better than watching it, right? Because like you get more in depth, you get to experience it. But I like watching it, so I think I might have to scoop it up sometime and give it a chance. I tried the Killer Clowns from Outer Space game, which is supposed to be similar, kind of a survival killer type aspect, but my computer wasn't supporting it all too great. So we kind of stopped on that one, but we'll definitely give it a shot. What is there any things in that game that stand out to you that keep you playing it?
Um, yeah, I think what keeps me playing it is the developers are really on top of DLC. So the fact that they release like a new killer every couple of months is like really cool because after a little while I might be like, okay, it's kind of repetitive, but then a new killer comes out and it's like I want to see that new killer. As you and I were talking about before the stream started, I like Art the Clown, and I would love to see him as a killer in the game one day. But I'm a huge horror movie fan, so it's really fun to see those guys in a video game. So that probably
Yeah.
be coming back.
Yeah, that's what I hear. There's, I saw that there's Michael Myers, there's Chucky. I'm not sure a lot of the other ones. I see that there is a clown. Amazon Artemis showed me the clown that was in the game, and I thought that was cool. So yeah, a lot of good vibes in the game. I grew up on horror too, so I love a good horror. Yo, Noodle Broth, welcome in, welcome in.
Noodle, I love Noodle. Noodle supports my stream a lot.
Awesome. Well, nice to meet you, Noodle. Glad that you could be here to show some love to BlessedScars, our guest today on the Jokerdad Spotlight, episode 143.
Hello, beautiful.
What we do here is we showcase up-and-coming streamers or streamers who have been streaming for quite some time, or streamers straight out of the gate. So we kind of get to know them, what games they like to play, a little bit about their personal lives. And then we kind of just vibe. So glad to have you here. Glad you could show up to support your friend and fellow streamer as well. So awesome to have you. But yeah, no, I want to give a shout out to chat again. Thank you guys for being here. I know Amazon mentioned she did resub as well. So we will get you. That means that we, I believe, hit our 3 then. But if not, I will still give you a good old shot of the sour spray. Let's see here. Missed a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah, that's pretty sour, chat. Pretty sour.
Get more
Yo,
sub.
let's go. Well, thank you. Here we go. There we go. All right, and you need your fortune. And we forgot the shoes, chat. I like
Yeah.
these shoes.
Ooh,
There we go.
be all up in
see,
those
my
feet.
cam must have
Oh,
got
I'm gonna
hit
just
by
be
the cat. The cat likes
sucking
to
on each one of those
climb on
tootsies.
everything.
You can't hide them from me. No, no, no. You think you can, but you cannot. Oh no, there's no hiding those sweet, succulent
All right.
tootsies from me.
But
Ooh.
yeah, we got the. Oh, you can't see them. I put them on the wrong feet. I did on the wrong sides. So there we go, chat. It's UFO sucking a cow up into the air, but I put them on the socks on the wrong feet, so they're on like the back side of the. So whiff fell, chat, but you guys just get to see the sky. Looks like reminds me of like Arizona, the Arizona sky. No. Here we go.
It was a funny series of events.
Yeah, the ultimate test of relationship is to disagree, but to hold hands. I get it, but don't tell her that. She'd be like, that fortune cookie's a lie. You agree. But yeah, so what got you into streaming? Like, did all you guys sit down one day and kind of talk this over, or was this an individual choice on one and then one of you dragged the rest into it, or how did that go?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, I had a friend that streamed for like a long time, and his name's Roland the Bones. And last summer he like really was trying to get into it, and I was his hype man. And I'm not all that great with computers, so I always was like, I don't think, it's for me. I tried OBS like a few years ago. And I was like, I kept messing up the sound and the pictures, and I was like, this might not be for me. So I wanted to support my friend a lot. So last July, he was getting really into it, and I was the hype guy. So I was going into Discords and getting to meet people, and like playing Counter-Strike. I had some friends on there that I spam his link to, and then he recently moved, so he's kind of busy. But so he wasn't streaming as much. And one day I was just sitting here, my wife was behind me, and I go, man, I really miss rolling the Bones stream. And she goes, why don't you stream? And I was like, I'm not really good with computers. And she's like, let me show you. And she pulled up Twitch Studio, which I know is like the most basic way to do it, but it works. It was like instantly it worked, and instantly I spammed my link out to my friends and my Discords, and people started watching. And I was like, this is a lot of fun. I mean, I hit affiliate in a week, which was really awesome. Everyone's so supportive, and
Awesome. Congrats.
yeah,
It's a big feat to come out, start streaming, and hit affiliate right away. I actually try to teach or get people an understanding of great ways to hit affiliate because for some they don't know and they don't have that support structure like you had, the friends who are there, so it can be hard. Some will go months if not even a year before they hit affiliate, so that's a huge accomplishment. So I'm going to give you a big again
yeah,
round of applause for hitting affiliate out of the gate. That's huge.
yeah. No, and my wife's over there. She's got it on her phone. I mean, that's one view right there. So, but then yeah, everybody else, Noodle Broth and Banana Bottle, Dark History, those guys all help boost me up, and yeah, no, I've been having a lot of fun. And then yeah, after my brother and friend saw how much fun I was having with it, because I'm doing it just for fun. I'm not in it for the money. Anything I earn from Twitch, I'm gonna put right back into giveaways and whatnot, because I don't need it, or maybe I'll use it to get some LEDs in my office. But yeah, those guys hopped on and were like, hey, we could probably work together and pull viewers and get something going. So then we came up with the Cleveland Stream Team.
Awesome. No, I like that. I like that, and I think that's going to take you guys somewhere as long as you guys do. Because from the outside looking in, you guys have the same mindset and the same thing that we're doing here in the kingdom. We're a family, we're a group of individuals, and we're all looking out for each other and really being there to be supportive the best we can. Oh, hello.
My beautiful wife, they're saying hello.
Hello.
Yeah, that's Cocoa Bean. And so she's my number one moderator. When people are acting up, she'll kick them if we need to.
Nice.
That's Bella right there, our kitty.
Here,
She's
let
the
me
one
see.
with 6 toes on each paw.
Oh, yeah. I cropped around the edges a little bit on your thing, so unfortunately,
Oh,
chat can't see them. But
sorry.
no, you're good. Even though I do, so I'll wave for chat myself. But yeah, awesome. She wants to.
There she is. She
There
came in.
you go. There. Now we see her. Hello.
Yeah, that's Coco. So don't act up, or else Coco's gonna kick you out of the stream.
Yeah. Take that. Yeah. Yo, Lord Blaze. He knows gaming. Big W's in chat. How are you guys doing today? Been with Jokerdad a while now? You have. I know. It's crazy. 1 year, 6 months, 24 days, 12 hours. I can't believe I've been streaming this long, chat. We've been on this road for almost 2 years now. A lot of big W's we've met along the way. It's just awesome. I'm new to Joker. Yo, Noodle. Appreciate you being here. Glad that you could check out the stream and vibe with us. Oh, look, see the kitty kitty. Chat, you see it? Yeah. I love cats. I do. I used to, my first few exchanges as a child with cats were not the greatest. They were mean ass cats. But then when I got older, you started to see them for what they are. And they're just wonderful animals. And I love dogs. I grew up with dogs. That was the biggest thing, is we had a bunch of dogs as my cousins and family members, everybody had dogs. And so I guess not having that early access to cats, you kind of get judgmental, I guess. You're like, oh, cats are mean as hell. It's like 2 cats I come in contact with, and then I'd walk down the street and my friend's Siamese cat's fighting the other cat across the street in the road, and I'm like, geez. But it's funny.
Yeah, it's all reading their body language and
Exactly, yeah.
stop petting them before before they're overstimulated.
Yeah, they can only take so much. Mine likes chin rubs. Like I give mine chin rubs and he loves it. He'll start smiling, like he'll smile, his cheeks will go up and then his eyes get all squinty and he'll just let me sit there and chin rub him for like a good couple minutes. But then you can tell, like you said, body language. He's like, okay, I'm done. And it changes so quick, and then if you keep trying, he'll bite you, he'll nap at you or slap his paw at you to get away. But
Yeah.
it's fun. Cats are great. But Chunky Nug, welcome in. New here to hope you are well. We are well. big supporters of you coming out this morning, showing you some love. So that's awesome.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. I wonder what time I'm not going to be considered a new streamer, because it's been about 3.5 weeks. So it's like, is it after 6
Oh,
months?
I still think I'm a new streamer, honestly. Like, and I've been going for about 2 years now. So I mean, I look at it as streaming's, you're still kind of new for at least, I think, couple years. Like, I think 3 years is pretty solid. After that, you start to become a vet, I guess. You're like, I've been doing this a while now. 1 year, Scap, you believe? New streamer, 1 year. I'm sure it's all about perception, right? Because I still feel like there's plenty for me to know and learn, and I haven't learned near enough. So I still, until I feel like I know enough, I still consider myself new. Every day is something new, exactly, hybrid. So, I think that you learn, right? You still learn, and as long as you're learning, I think you're still pretty new. But yeah, 1 to 3 years I think is pretty solid for saying that you're no longer new. Once you can celebrate an affiliate stream or affiliate versary, and your first or second birthday stream, I think you start to get at that age. But some people, because I've heard this question before, when it comes to am I a small streamer or a big streamer, or what am I, right? And even at the level at which I'm at, we're still small streamers. I think a big streamer is someone over 1,000 viewers. Pretty medium streamers, probably someone above average, over 100, right? So I think that's what some people consider a big streamer, small streamer, or but we're doing the best we can here, everybody in the community. And like you said, a lot of us are doing it just same as yourself for fun, right? I know that the likability of something coming from this may be very slim, but in the process, we get to meet a lot of great people. Yo, Noodle Broth with the biddies. First biddies of the day. Money, 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 money. Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, ching. Bling, bling. Let's go. Sorry, I had to hype it up there.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, no, I have push to talk. So if you hear me cut out sometimes, don't worry. I'm just not trying to sing in your ear and blow your eardrums out double.
I got worried.
Yeah. Oh no, I lost connection. No, yeah.
Yeah. It's all right. I hear you well now.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I know that you like to talk about like new games that you haven't really heard of before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm happy to go on a little tangent about Legion Tower Defense 2.
I saw that in your recently played. I kind of scoop out people and see what they're playing, and yeah.
Yeah, so I'll talk all about Legion real quick. So, basically, did you ever play Warcraft 3?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, did you ever play the mods?
I did not. No, I didn't play a whole lot of Warcraft 3. Like when I don't know what I was playing at the time, but I was dabbling in other things, I suppose. But I played it a little bit.
Yeah, so Warcraft 3 had like a mod section, and they had a lot of different game types. Like there was something called Pimp My Peon. So you had little peons, and you gave them upgrades, and you're playing against other people, and you're trying to build up your army as fast as possible and wipe them out. Real RTS stuff. But then one of the mods was something called Legion, and same guy, Rolling the Bones, and my younger brother, Banana Bottle, and our older brother, and all our friends, we would have LAN parties back in the day. And so you'd have 8 guys all on laptops in the same room playing on the LAN server. And Legion was a tower defense, a competitive tower defense. So you built the units for Warcraft, and then they sent waves of units at you. You had to defend it, and then you could send mercenaries to other lands to try to get them to leak. And the object is to get them to leak enough that those mercenaries go to the king and kill it, and that's how you win. So the developers,
I like tower defense games; they're pretty good. And thank you again,
check out Legion.
Chunky, for the biddies there
so
as
the
well. Let's go.
The 2 big ones are Lisk and Jules, and these guys developed the mod, and we loved it so much that my friend Rolling the Bones was like, emailing them like, "Hey, when's your newest update coming out?" And they'd email back, which was really cool. And so eventually they told us, "Well, hey, there's going to be no more updates for Warcraft 3. We actually think that we're going to make like a standalone game for this." And this is probably about 10 years ago. And we were super excited. And of course, it takes 3 or 4 years to make a game. So they came out with like the beta version. And it took a long while before it really found its identity, because it was like, yeah, this is kind of like it, but like they were tweaking it, so they were making it their own game. But where it's at now is fantastic. They finally reached a place where they have a really good following, and the fun part is when you're in matches, there's rank mode and then there's classic. But you play against people all over the world. So sometimes my teammates are from the U.S. and sometimes they're from Germany, and you're facing people from China and Russia, and it's really cool. But they have a really active tournament scene that they actually have like prize cash pools, and they do it for the different divisions too. So even if you're not one of the top guys in the world, you could still play in the tournament and try to win money. A couple years ago, I was like top 300, but ever since I started my job 4 years ago, I haven't had time to stay on top of it like that. But yeah, it's competitive tower defense. It's one of those games where you can lay back and it's more of a mind game than like reflexes, and it's not like a first person shooter. It's more chill, which I like. But yeah, do you have any questions about those?
No, I think you kind of ran that down. I like tower defense games and ones that are like strategic and competitive too. And the mindset's pretty sweet. I just saw my bot. I just added Siri bot to the chat a couple streams back or a stream or two ago. I hope no one knows Theory Master. Is that anybody's? Because it says spam detected, and I just want to that fucking deleted someone's comment so quick that I didn't even see what the spam was. So I hope it wasn't nobody just doing like emotes or I hate to see someone get falsely banned. So
No, that's on mine. It said cheap viewers on whatever.
oh,
website.
it did. Okay, so it was
Yeah.
one of those. All right, just making sure. I get hit by those all the time, so that's why we have the bots. So I just wanted to make sure.
Worries. I also want to mention about Legion. Like I'm actually on the friends list of one of the developers. Like the game's grown a lot. Like I don't know how many. Like it's a few hundred K people own the game, but I'm friends on Steam with one of the developers. So like they'll answer questions. They're really responsive. So I like that too. And they're always putting in updates. And then I want to show off my Izora plushie.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
this is a safety mole. So this guy is a mercenary that you send in the game. He's also the game coach. So for new players, there's little tips in the corner, and it's the safety moles giving you tips.
Oh, that's
Um,
cool.
But these are like limited edition, and they only do this like once a year. They give out the plushies. They started 2 years ago, but I love these things. These are so cool because these are units in the game, and these are like high quality plushies. I just like showing off my collection on my desk.
No, I mean, I was about to say, are you really a gamer if you don't have a collection of nerd-like stuff? I mean, you're talking to a guy who dresses up as a clown and has, some plushies over there. We got, look, a Pikachu with a clown nose. Yeah, so.
Yeah, there he goes.
But yeah, where's the shark plushie? Shark. He needs one for Shark Week. They need petted this week. Oh, nice.
I don't have one. I don't
He's
have a
like,
shark.
nope, no sharks. Yeah, Lord Blaze is into the shark scene. We love it.
I'll have to get a shark plushie before next time I'm on, so that I can show him off.
Yeah, that and the clown one. But no, your outfit's good enough. Like I like it. It's a good outfit.
My wife's got a matching one actually. 'Cause if you ever seen the Terrifier movie, well, you did. You mentioned you watched half of the first, but the second one they include the Pale Girl is her name. So
Yeah,
Art,
I've seen
Art,
that one.
yeah, Art the Clown has like a friend, and so she was my friend.
Yeah, that's awesome. I have to watch them because I went to Hot Topic, right, and I came across a pair of sweatpants that were Terrifier 2 sweatpants. So I scooped those up, and like down the legs it has their faces and stuff like that, and really cool decal on them. And so I was like, yeah, I got to get these pants. They're my lounging pants.
Amazon knows Art the Clown reference.
Yeah. That's awesome. I love it. I love just the horror genre itself is great. So I'm like, a lot of the streamers that I enjoy watching are horror related streamers, because it's something I grew up with, it's something they grew up with, and they adapted, and I kind of give off, or some people might believe that I'm kind of one of those style streamers. So I might have to start just getting into more of those games myself, and I enjoy them. But I've just always played. We do the talk show here, and we play Fortnite. Fortnite's been my go-to game. Just because of how much I enjoy it, the people, my friends, they play it. So I've become and built a community based on Fortnite. But I do like those other style games.
Yeah, definitely check out Legion. They have pretty good sales every now and then. So sometimes it's $10, but I think normally it's around 20.
Yeah, most definitely. So when you started streaming, let me see here. What's hold on? We had two questions with the streaming related. Wanted to make sure I covered the right one. Yeah, preparation. So when you start streaming, do you have any rituals, routines, anything that you go through to kind of prep for the stream?
I pee first.
That's solid advice. I think we've all been there where you hit the live button, you start playing, and you're like, oh shit, I gotta go
Yep.
pee. And then you're like, do I hold it? Do I just take the break now?
Yeah, no, I pee first. I usually make sure my wife's fed. um, and then no, I do the cat boxes on Wednesdays because like even this morning I was like I don't want to be interrupted. I don't want to have to think about it. So I clean. I do all my household chores. I do the dishes. I clean up, and then I'm like, okay, house is clean. I can chill, relax, and then I do long streams sometimes. If I have nothing going on, I'll stream for 8 to 10 hours, which I know probably sounds ridiculous. And every once in a while, I'll squeeze some 2 hour ones in a week, work night week. But yeah, those are my rituals. Besides that, it's just, hey, I'm playing video games. Come join me. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, no, I think long streams are great. I think if you got nothing else to do, all your ducks are in a row, and you got nothing but free time, you just want to relax. I mean, I can't think of a better way. I've sit there one day, and I think I had like a 12-hour stream, and that was the only reason I had it was I woke up and I was like, okay, I got the day off of work. I'm gonna stream a little bit. And then I got halfway through the day, and I'm like, you know what? I ain't got shit else I need to do, so we're just gonna keep streaming. And and people are like, damn, Jokerdad, you're streaming long today, aren't you? And I'm like, yeah. What else am I gonna do? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I probably could go clean the house, but what fun's that? I'd rather stay here and shoot noobs. Like, we're having fun.
Yeah. And when I'm streaming, I tend to switch it up because usually I'm playing with my wife, so we'll play Counter-Strike for 2 or 3 hours, and then like if we're going on a losing streak and we're starting to get angry at the game, we're like, all right, let's switch up to Dead by Daylight. We'll play that for an hour or two, but then once we start getting wrecked in that, we're like, all right, let's go play our own solo games because she won't play Legion, but like I'll go play a game or two of that, and kind of resets everything. It's like, okay, you want to go back to Counter-Strike, so I know some streamers focus on one game, and like variety streamers, it might be a little harder, but so far it's working. I just want to play what I want. I want to have fun, so that's usually my go-to.
Yeah, no, I think variety streaming's fine. I think at the end of the day, people show up to get to know the streamer. The game is kind of background chatter, and I mean there are some games that I'm not too fond of watching, but I'm there if the streamer's engaging and communicating with me and having a good time. And you guys were very welcoming the other day. I came in and hung out with all you guys, stopped in each one of your chats, spammed it up, had some fun.
Yeah.
And you guys were very talkative, very welcoming, and I enjoy that, and that's what brings people back. So as long as you guys keep being welcoming and enjoying and chattive, and you're gonna find people who enjoy the vibe, and they'll come back. So I'm always on the lookout, trying to meet new people. So awesome that I've came across you guys. Yo, Ryder, welcome in, and Chunky with the biddies. Money, 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 dollar, 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 chain, chain, bling, bling. Let's fucking go. Yo, it is going well, Ryder29. How are we doing today? How are we, my man? All right. So yeah, I'm actually going to read off here your page. We got your about section in front of us here. So it says, registered nurse that likes to play video games in his free time. I play a huge variety of games, mostly CS2, Dead by Daylight, Legion, TD2, Binding of Isaac, etc. New at this, so bear with me. And then we've got some viewer, it says, what is it? Featured viewer add-on. We've got your Discord, and then we got some blurbs. So awesome there. And then do you have a specific schedule that you follow at the moment, or just kind of when you get some time?
When I get some time, but I'm always off work on Wednesdays because I work like one weekend a month, and I work like 9 to 10 hours days. So I'm always off on Wednesdays. So I think like unless I'm out of town or I really have a busy day, Wednesdays will always be a day to stream. But other than that, it's kind of, yeah, just when I have time. Me and my wife, we go from playing video games like 3 nights in a row, and then we're like, okay, let's hang out on the couch or let's go read, or, we'll make some really nice, we like to cook, her and I. My desk is actually full of cooking recipes and books. So some nights we're just cooking for 2 hours, and then we sit down and have dinner, and it's like, all right, no games tonight.
Yeah, no, that's always good. It's good to find an equal balance. I know I used to play World of Warcraft, and that game I was fully committed, invested as a guild master of a guild with like 300 people, and we would do 25-man raids weekly, multiple times a week. And I was a rogue DPS, and then after I DPS with my guild, which was from like 8 to midnight. At night, I would hop on at midnight with another guild that was on my server and heal for them from midnight till 3 a.m. So I was doing an 8 till 3 in the morning every night. And then I go to bed. I'd wake up and then get ready for work because I work like a 11 a.m. till like an 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. type of job. And then come right back home and play World of Warcraft again. So I did that religiously for a good couple years. And had to push back. But we did the nights that I didn't raid, so I raided like 3 nights a week. The other nights I made sure that I was spending family time, movie nights, going out and doing things. So we're still getting that interaction as a family. So there is a good medium balance for gaming and stuff like that. But it's definitely hard when you get into a game or a hobby that you really enjoy, I feel like it's the same thing as all the guys who go out to the bar and have drinks. It's like that's their hobby, that's their joy, and just got to make sure it doesn't oversaturate everything else, right?
Right, totally. All about balance.
Yeah, most definitely. Yo, Chunky, thanks for stopping in. Says popping off now, going to see if everyone is alive in the group on Discord and have a chat there for a bit. It's nice seeing you guys. I speak with you soon. Yep, thanks for stopping in, showing some love to BlessedScars here.
Thanks,
always
Chunky Doug.
And then how long did you say you had been streaming now?
3.5 weeks.
3.5 weeks. That's awesome.
Yeah,
and you said you use Twitch Studio?
Right, which there's a big sign on top that says no longer supported. it still works. I just don't think they're putting any updates. I don't have all the bells and whistles that like Streamlabs or OBS would give me, but every time I stream, my goal is to learn something new. And I've met some great people. Like there's this guy named Special Crazy, and like we'll have Discord. Like my emotes, I couldn't figure it out. I spent like an hour or two trying to figure it out. My wife tried to help me. She's even better at computers than I am, and we couldn't figure out like how to get the damn image on there. And so this guy, and I forgot, he found me just in the browsing sections, like the recommended channels. I forgot what I was playing. He popped in and then joined my Discord, and he walked me through the whole thing. And I was so thankful. And he's like, yeah, I just want to help out new streamers. Of course, I wouldn't ever ask for money or anything. And this dude will like spend like an hour or two working with me, showing me new stuff just to get my stream going. So I can't be more thankful for that. Like, it's great.
Oh,
Great
that's
community.
awesome. Yeah, no, people are, and that's one thing I really enjoy about Twitch in general. There are, you always get the couple bad apples in the bunch, but there are genuinely a lot of great people. I've met hundreds of people, and they're just all amazing people, and they're willing to help. And I've adopted, and that's the mindset I had when I initially came into this environment, is I wanted to help people. So I do the same. We sit down hours on end. We have clown coaching and kind of can help people build up their services through the stream, by either adding sound alerts or badges or emotes, or like you said, trying to figure out how to add a certain image to a scene, fixing audio issues, whatever it is. So if you ever do need help with, I know I use OBS, so I'm more familiar with OBS. I don't use Streamlabs OBS, but I hear it's very similar. You just get a little bit more features and things through OBS. So if you ever make that leap or want to slowly transition over, we're definitely here to help. If you need some assistance, there's a lot of knowledgeable people here as well.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'll
Yeah,
definitely
no problem.
I'm gonna slowly do it as the stream grows, but I'm shocked with how fast it's grown. Because anytime I stream, like and it shouldn't be a precedence, but like I think I average like gaining like 6 followers a stream. I've already shot up to like 193. I started with like 20 or 30 3.5 weeks ago, so like it's crazy to see how rapid the growth is.
Yeah, no, you're doing great. For the games you're playing, the times at which you're streaming are probably playing a good impact as well on visibility. So you're getting pretty good visibility. Most people I know, they struggle to get 1-2 followers a stream. So to get the numbers at which you're getting, you're doing a good job. So congrats on that. And I think just keep at the pace, meet new people. I think you did a good thing with coming on the show today. I think that brings some new fresh bit of eyes to you. So I always give kudos to everybody willing to make the jump into networking and building relationships and friendships with other people, because that goes a long way down the road as well. We had a question redeemed from Lord Blaze. Were you nervous before coming on the show today?
So as far as nervousness, I unfortunately I have, like, with my career and everything, I've had to do speeches in front of like thousands of people. I've done all the plays in high school and whatnot, so I'm very used to being in front of people. So here right now I'm very comfortable, but leading up to it, like I think I probably lost a little sleep last night. I was like, oh man, I got this thing in the morning, I'm definitely gonna do it. But yeah, I guess I could say I was a little nervous. But once Jokerdad got in a Discord call, I was like, this guy's super chill. He's, if anything goes wrong, he's gonna walk me through this. So I think he's a big reason why this is so chill.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, we do our best. We try to make sure it's a calm, collective experience for the guests. I've had a few guests on here, and you could just feel their vibe from across the computer screen. You're like, oh man, you're really nervous right now, and I'm sorry, but we'll be okay. Like we'll have a good time. It's a chill vibe, and we're just here chatting with you guys. It's just two people hanging out. We got a lot of great W's in chat that are here giving us some questions, vibing with us, spamming some emotes to show some hype. So we love it here. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, for being here. It's Ricky G with the hype as well. Good morning to you, Ricky. How are you doing today on this lovely Hump Day Wednesday? I knew Royal was going to eventually ask with the LOL. How is your feelings about pineapple on pizza?
Yeah. So you know how I mentioned I worked in a cancer unit, right? So all those patients, the chemo made food kind of inedible for them. So I'd always tell them a joke, and I go, "Well, it's not." And like the food actually was pretty good. I go, it looks good to me, but I also ate prison food for 7 years, and they always give me a weird look, and like, why did you eat prison food for 7 years? And I go, well, this is a true fact. My middle and high school were the same thing, but the companies that provided our school lunches also provided prisons their food. So I actually ate prison food for 7 years every day for lunch during school, and it was awful. Like the mashed potatoes were like just starchy. The gravy was just water with salt in it. Like just awful food. And I honestly think it gave me the superpower to literally eat anything. Like my wife's always just like, I'll eat like sardines out of the can, and I love it because it actually has flavor. So yes, long story short, I would eat pineapple on pizza. I think it's great.
Let's go, the pineapple on pizza gang. But yeah, you might have lost a couple follows now because of that, but I'm sure they'll probably follow you back once they watch the stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm a big pineapple on pizza kind of guy. I don't eat it often because I have reflux now that I've gotten older. But just the acidicness, but the sweet and saltiness that you kind of get from like the pizza and the sauce, and but I like it with barbecue sauce, barbecue ham and pineapple is pretty good. I've never had it like that until one day, and I was like, wow, this is actually better than the red sauce with pineapple. But yeah, no, there's a big ongoing debate here, and we have like a love-hate relationship with pineapple on pizza.
I like anchovies on pizza. I like buffalo chicken pizza. I mean, it would be hard to find something maybe toothpaste on pizza. I don't think I'd like.
Yeah, exactly. So do you have any hobbies outside of streaming? Like things that you do?
Yeah, I was. It's the same thing of why I'm like really into streaming right now. I will hyper fixate on things. And this is terrible, but like sports betting got legalized in Ohio last year, and I went, and I didn't lose a ton of money, but I got really into sports betting, like just like reading statistics, and like I did fairly well. I'm not like I didn't lose a bunch of money over the past year, but after a while, it's like, okay, there's no rhyme or reason to sports betting. I'm kind of sick of this. And then I got into I do get into things. So like I did this when I was younger to make a lot of money, but I'm sure if anybody in the chat's ever checked out like those survey sites like Inbox Dollars, Swag Bucks, and like you make money just like playing apps or doing surveys. It's like, well, if I'm laying in bed watching TV, why aren't I just making money? So I got really into that. I've tried all those sites, and then like I got bored of those. So then now I'm into streaming, and hopefully this one sticks for a while. But yeah, as far as other hobbies, I showed you my Star Wars Unlimited cards. We were really into this card game called Flesh and Blood for a few years, and like I'll go to tournaments and play cards with people. But the problem with that, unless you're like fully into it or willing to invest a lot of money, like the sweat lords kind of take over, and it's not fun when you just like lose and the guy's pulling out these $500 cards that beat your deck in one shot. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been there. And that's the hard part when it comes to card games is you either got to get really lucky on the draws and the setup, or you got to have really OP cards, which cost a ton. to compete at high levels and stuff. But it's all fun. I look at it as the same way as like the streaming experience is. I may not be able to contend with big streamers out there, but I can still provide a good quality show, and entertainment for the masses. So, and again, all these W's in chat are always here having good times with us. So they confirm that they enjoy themselves and they love meeting new people like yourself and kind of getting an idea, different people's backgrounds, what they grew up with, what they do for a living, what games they play. It's always so fun to get to know.
And,
So, oh, go ahead.
I know I'm new. What does W in chat stand for?
Just win. W in chat. It's a win. So
like
good.
nerds.
Winners. Yeah. W's winners. And
Okay.
some people call legends or, big W's for the win or the big L for the loss, right? The bunch of L's in chat, for the loss. So W. And then we've got, what is it? I think I got F in chat too for fallen or fail, right? F for fail. So when someone fails, I have a F emote. I like to spam when they do terrible. Sometimes I use it. I don't get to use it often, but when I do, I'm like, yeah. It's like, because I try to be always positive. So for me to have an F emote is kind of negative, but sometimes I like to, because we and that's one thing you'll have to learn too, is there's a difference. Like we have a lot of trolls here in the community. So beware. If someone comes in and starts poking at you, they're probably from the kingdom. And if they're not from the kingdom, they're probably serious and you should probably ban them. But no, but our community, there's a lot of us mods and staff and team members, and we just like to troll each other. So we'll go in and we'll be lurking the whole time until someone dies. They run off a cliff and die. We're like, ha, you suck, and they're like, oh, so now you're here. Cool. Thanks for letting me know I suck. So we like to try to get a reaction out of the streamer on stream. So, and they like to work my nerves sometimes, especially in Fortnite when I die and they're like, you suck, Jokerdad. And I'm like, I know I suck, okay? I get it. But yeah. So we were on the food topic earlier, and I'm a big foodie. If you were on death row and you had one final meal, what would be your last meal, and what would be your dessert? So are you a sweet tooth kind of guy, or do you not like dessert, or?
No, I love desserts. That's actually a good question that I thought about last night. Because I was watching Criminal Minds, and it was an episode with a lady on death row, and they're like, you get $20 budget, can't go over $20. And I was thinking to myself, what do I want for $20? And there's this place in Cleveland called the Proper Pig, and they do barbecue, and you could get like a 3-meat combo with like bread and like pickles and onions. I'd probably do barbecue. I'd probably do that 3-meat combo, get some pulled pork brisket, little sandwich. That would be a good one to go out on. I wouldn't want to think about it too hard. And then as far as sweets, dark chocolate M&Ms. Those are my favorite. I think that dark chocolate M&Ms after barbecue would be a great final meal for myself.
That sounds like a pretty good combo. I'll take it. I'm a big dark chocolate kind of guy. Weirdly enough, I haven't had the dark chocolate M&Ms. I do, however, love the peanut butter M&Ms. Those are pretty solid choice. That's kind of what I go to if I go see a movie or something. At the theater, I'll buy a big bag of the peanut butter M&Ms and start eating them. Really, I'll probably eat them damn whole bag before we even get through the credits. And I'm like, oh, there goes my sweets for the whole movie. Just ate them all before the credits are done. But that's how it rolls, man. That's how you're enjoying the good movie.
I like these questions. That was a good one.
Yeah, no, I enjoy that one. That's one of my favorites. We do have another one that's a fun one I like. If you were a superhero, what superpowers would you have?
I actually like Wolverine. As like the healing factor, I think is really cool, as well as the adamantium skeleton, and then having the claws. Like, besides like his memory loss, like I think as powers, that one would be pretty cool. Except I think the bad part would be like after 500 years, and you're like, okay, I'm kind of done with this. You'd have to figure out a way to kill yourself, fortunately. Which I don't know. Hopefully you'd figure that out. But yeah, Wolverine, I would like his powers.
Yeah, you just go around and start picking fights with everybody until hope one of them could get rid of you.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like
hello. Yeah.
oh, that saying hello
Yeah.
to yeah, that's Coco.
Hello, Coco. Is she going to stream? Is she going to become a streamer one day?
She actually streamed before I did.
Uh-oh. A vet
yeah.
with us.
Yeah, well, she did it for a little while. Last year she had a bit of time at home, so she got into it, and that's how she knew how to work Twitch Studio. So yeah, no, but she's a co-host. I actually think, and this is a personal opinion, I actually think that part of the growth for my channel is that like I think people see Coco and they're like, oh, this isn't some weird guy. It's actually like a guy that has a wife and cats, and I'm not some serial killer. You know?
It's all a facade. It's a show. You're a great showman. No, I'm just
Yeah. So I think people come in and they see her, and I think they like that provides like a comfort. Like it gives me a little bit more personality that this is my other half of a person.
No, I agree. No, I agree fully. It does. It improves the show. It improves the stream. Just to have more engagement, more involvement from outside sources other than yourself. I feel like that's why I like co-hosting. I like collaborating with other streamers. That's why I like having the guests on like yourself. Because I can do a great performance. I can do a good job. But the big thing about the spotlight is the guest, the person I have on the show, on the stream. And if you can do that with in real life in your stream, it's great too. I know. Let's Be Frank has Wifey was in here earlier as well. So a big duo. And Wifey's his significant, and she's always modding like yours there. And always participating, gaming when he's on. And I think the same with them too. It's a package deal, and it puts the icing on the cake, right? If I could say so. We're on the food topic. It's all I can think of, icing on the cake. I'm a fat clown. What can I say? But you guys get the gist of it. We're what's going on.
Yeah. And she's actually like doing her work day right now. She works partly at home, and then she has appointments and she'll leave the house for the job she does. So she's here on Wednesdays with me, my day off, which is nice.
Awesome. No, that is awesome. You get to spend a little bit more quality time, and she can get some work done. You can vibe out and enjoy your day, and then she's off. Off she goes to finish the rest of it. You said.
Hmm. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. She might leave for her appointments. Oh, are you leaving now? Oh, first one canceled. She's gonna be hanging out for a while.
Awesome. That's always good. Get a little bit of extra break.
Oh, you want to hear a funny story? So, her and I got married last October 13th, right? It was a Friday. Yeah. Oh,
She's like, no, not the funny story. No.
So we got married on Friday the 13th, right? Last October, and we had an outdoor wedding, and we did it kind of at this park. It was beautiful. The leaves were changing, and it was in front of a lake. So it was absolutely beautiful. And the day before and the day after, it rained really bad. There's other people at the event. They weren't able to go through with the wedding outside because the weather was so bad. But that morning, I slept at my brother's house, and I woke up, and I was feeling great. I was drinking coffee. I was so excited. And I started texting my groomsmen. I was like, guys, I'm so excited. I'm ready. And her mother calls me at like 8:30, and her mom's crying. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, don't you dare tell me someone died, because that would kind of like ruin the wedding, right?
Oh man.
And she goes, Nick, I'm so sorry. I borrowed Coco's car last night and took it to the hotel, and it was stolen. And the police officer that was with her, he like, she handed him the phone, and he's like, hey, I'm sorry. but do you know the license plate number and whatnot? And they didn't call my, at that time, fiance yet. I was like, no, I'm sorry. So I had to call my wife the morning of our wedding, and she's like, hello, is everything okay? I'm like, hey, no one's hurt, everybody's alive, but your mom got your car stolen. And it all worked out. They found the car a few hours later, and it had a busted window, and we got the car fixed. But yeah, for Friday the 13th, I put no stock in it. I was like, oh, it's just gonna be really cool to say we got married on Friday the 13th in October, but her car was stolen the morning of our wedding.
That's terrible. But at least it wasn't like you said, a death in the family or something. But still, to have your car taken the day of your wedding is the statistics and the odds of that are probably it's slim.
Yeah, but the whole rest of the day was beautiful, perfect. I mean, our first dance we practiced for about 10 weeks. I think we took lessons, and like our first dance was beautiful and perfect, and it was a gorgeous wedding.
That's awesome. Congratulations. That's always good to have a good memorable experience and a good little side story too, right? Like, I mean, it's a bad situation, but did they find the car? Was the car in good shape when it was found, or?
It was unfortunately, so they found it a few hours later, and like the window was busted, and they like trashed the inside because apparently the people that did it was like a group of people, and they stole another car and broke into like 10 others in this hotel parking lot, and somehow no one woke up or saw anything. So like the inside was kind of trash, but she took it to the dealership. They repaired the window and cleaned it out for her and everything, and now everything's fine.
Good. Oh, that's good.
Damn Kias. Don't get a Kia.
Don't get you're not a fan of Kias? We actually have a Kia, and that's what's funny is the wife has a little small Kia, and it's actually like she's had it ever since we got married and since I've known her and even beforehand, and that car has like stood up through time. Like it's still going, and it's surprising, but
Yeah, sorry. What kind of car is it? A Hyundai.
oh, a Hyundai, yeah.
Yeah, my apologies.
Yeah, I think they're pretty close to the same though. I think they're made by the same company or the same, so they're pretty close. Ham sandwiches and chips after swimming all day are god tier. Yeah, that's a classic.
My hat's falling off. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
There we go. Yeah, I was thinking about doing face paint, but didn't quite have enough time this morning.
No, it was a nice gesture to even consider it and think. And it's funny you say that because we've actually had a guest or two come on with face paint, clown face paint. I thought that was very cool. One of them was Needy. She came on recently, and she had on some clown face paint. So that's always a bonus, to see people go out of their way, show some appreciation to the style and the branding, and to the community, and show some love. So I appreciate that. You made a good. Great first impression. Chat really enjoyed it when you were introduced in the beginning. Honda Civics is the most stolen car. Oh, I'm sure Kia boys will make sure it's Kias now and not Hondas. Shark low on potassium. Nice. So do you mentioned you had a brother who was in chat earlier. Do you have other brothers and sisters, or how is your family set up? If you want to give us a little rundown on.
Yeah, just 3 boys, and I'm the middle one. Like I mentioned, the younger one's he went to school for accounting, and my older brother is an accountant. My mom's an accountant, and since I'm the middle one, I was just like, I gotta do something different. I also have a limited attention span, so sitting in front of a computer staring at numbers all day did not sound fun to me. I'm also a people person, so that's why I kind of got into nursing. But yeah, so 2 brothers, and then now I'm married, and I have 2 cats. No kids yet, but I'm open to it whenever they come. So we're excited about the next step whenever it happens.
Oh yeah, you got to take it a day at a time. Like you said, when it happens, and it's usually meant to be at that time. It shows itself. Yeah. So if you do you have any biggest fears in life? Things that bother you that you're not too fond of, or?
Yeah, snakes, number one. That it's that primal, like I can't move if a snake's in the room. So that's probably my number one fear is snakes. And then people with bad vibes. It just you walk in a room and you can just feel something's off. And sometimes I get a little uneasy around certain people. Which it didn't happen when I was younger, but I think just working in that cancer unit, you like get a feel for people and who they really are, and so I feel like I kind of have this ability to read people pretty well now. So yeah, sometimes you just get someone and I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like whatever they're shooting out in the
Yeah.
universe.
No, I agree. I'm a big solid energy type of guy. Where I consider myself what's called an empath. So I feel people's emotions pretty strongly. And if they're negative or even like sad, it pushes off onto me and then it makes me sad and negative, right? And I try to overcome that with positivity and things. But like you said, there are some people who give off very bad energy, right? And very bad vibe. And you have to, it's kind of our gut feeling is you have to kind of be weary of that. You have to be prepared and not hoodwinked or, taken advantage of or sucked down to their level or be at the wrong place at the wrong time with those type of individuals where like, because I grew up with some of those type of people where you're like had to worry a little bit, about what they were going to do or what they were going to say or who they were going to try to start a fight with. And you're like, all right, it's like just try to avoid that altogether. But
Definitely.
yeah, welcome in, Bella. Thank you for being here, coming in with the walk on. I appreciate it. Hopefully you're having a good morning. We got our lovely guest here, BlessedScars. So if you guys haven't got a chance yet, drop a follow, go over, check out his stream when possible. Is there a certain day of the week? I know we tried to go over schedules a little bit. You said you kind of just go, but I think you said Wednesdays, right? Today would be a normally good day that works for you to
Yeah,
stream, or
totally planning on streaming after the show. I'll probably
awesome.
fire up some Legion or maybe Killer Dead by Daylight, I think, or what I want to do today. We might have to run to the bank real quick, take care of the more chores, so then we don't have anything else to do. But yeah, Wednesdays are good. Weekends, if I'm not busy, this weekend I'm busy, but like I'll stream on a Saturday and Sunday. Sundays are probably pretty good too. And then maybe Monday and Thursday nights if we're not busy or too tired. It's all over.
Yeah, no, that's great. I think knowing what days to be able to catch usually or when you might be streaming next is good. So if some people drop you a follow today, they know when to be on the lookout. I know I'm always trying to remember people's schedules or if I get on and kind of have some time, like an hour, maybe 2 hours to watch some streams. I'm sitting there skimming through the list and I'm like, okay, this person streams quite a bit, so I can catch them another day. This person I never see on, so we're going to go in and say hi to them. So it sucks to have to pick and choose who I can invest the time with some days. So just because I'm not in certain people's streams, don't be weary and sad that you didn't see Jokerdad that day. I'm sure I'll try to make my way around. But if you don't see me, sometimes I'm just not watching streams during that time either. So it's tough to be there. But we do our best. And even if I'm not there, I'm very supportive of everybody. I'll try to share your guys' streams, talk about your guys' events or what you're going to come up and play with. So yeah, check out Blessed here. I'm going to give you a big shout out so it's easier to follow. Let me see here.
Thank you.
Yeah, anytime. So you guys can click that heart button there in chat. That'll make it a little bit easier as well. Yo, hybrid with the
Noodle!
gifty to Noodle. Let's go. So now, Noodle, you got ad-free viewing and as well as you got some awesome Jokerdad emotes there. Couple flashy ones, some dancing clowns, some fading in and out Joker emotes. So really cool there. But yeah, thank you, Hybrid, so much. Let's give Hybrid his fortune of the day. Oh my God! The kid runs in from the other room. I heard the rapper. She wants the. She eats the fortune cookies for me, so I don't get fat. So it's like, here, you can have the carbs, kid. Here.
That's funny.
What? You really got a bowl?
Yeah.
This kid got a bowl, and I'm like, why you got a bowl? They're fortune cookies. You just eat them. There, that's it. Where you coming over shaking it like you're some homeless person? Here, you have any change, sir? All right. So to make dreams real, first you have to have them. I love it. Got to have them dreams, chat. Yo, and hybrid with another gifty to Ricky. Oh my goodness, coming in with the hype to Ricky. Yo, and we got Echo Zodiac in the chat, coming in early in the morning. Echoes, what are you doing up so early? You're usually sleeping still. Let's give Echoes a round of applause, chat.
Yeah.
Horses needed their feet trimmed. Oh, nice. Yo, hybrid, my man. You don't have to, but thank you so much. Lord Blaze as well. Look at this. This man's going through and like, you get a sub. You get a sub. Ad-free viewing for you. You get a sub. We love it. Thank you, my man. You're very so kind.
That is awesome.
Yeah, awesome big W's. But here, we'll go ahead. I'll get you, just because we usually only do it once every 3 subs for the stream, but I'll do some more. Here we go. Actually, here, we're going to open up the other one. Everybody's been choosing the watermelon. I've yet to do the cola yet. I want to see what sour cola tastes like. It's probably not very good, but I'm kind of interested to see. Watermelon's definitely the winner. Holy moly. Hybrid with the biddies. Let's go, chat.
It's
Money, 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 dollar, 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 ching, ching, bling, bling. Let's fucking go. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, I had to really get into that one. Explosions in your ears. Never fear, the Jokerdad clown is here. Sorry, I had to get into that a little bit too. All right. I got to settle down a little bit. Getting a little too hyped. The Premier Protein Coffee is kicking in.
You want all the hype, Joker.
Yeah, exactly. All the hype. The hype is real, chat. The hype is real. Everything's been kind of breaking on me today. I don't know what's going on, but we'll figure it out. We'll fix it later. We'll break it now, fix it later. But no, you guys are all W's. But so yeah, we mentioned superpowers. Did you have any nicknames growing up as a kid, or nicknames now that your friends call you, or anything?
No, I can't really say. So I'm from the Midwest, so in school they just call you by your last name. But I kind of have a long, hard Croatian last name, so they just call me Jezzy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that would be a nickname. And then I guess since I started streaming, I do go by BlessedScars, so that's another nickname. Funny enough, so my Xbox gamer tag is Hans von Jezzy. So kind of a play off my last name and then Hans von. And I talked to my wife, and whenever the kids come, we want to name the first one. She really likes Sebastian, so that's a name. But then the second one, I want to name him Hans. I want that middle name Von, and then he'll be Hans von Jezernak, which I think sounds really cool. But yeah, so my gamer, and then she's like, your gamer tags can be our kid's name, but I like it, and she agreed to it, so it grew on her.
Nice. Oh, that sounds like some negotiation going on there.
It'll be cool. That kid will. Yeah. I think he'd be cool.
No, I agree. I think that's a good play on words, and good meaning behind it. So there's a story there to go along with it. So I think that's awesome. Yo, Sue Razor's Edge, thank you for being here. Thanks for stopping in, hanging out, catching the stream, vibing with us today. Always a pleasure seeing everybody. Tall Guy, taking off, have fun. Yo, thanks for being here as well, Tall Guy. Showing some love to BlessedScars here, so thank you so much.
tall guy is actually 6'7" in real life.
Wow, he is a very, very tall guy.
Yeah, I've known him. We went to school together, and he was 2 grades below me. And the funny thing is like when we were little kids, so I was 2 years older than him. At some point, he was probably still taller than me, but and I'm not very tall. I'm only like 5'6", 5'6.5" in real life. But you know, he is 6'7", so when he walks into places, everyone's looking at him. And I don't notice it because we grew up together, and so but when someone says something, I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, you're a good foot taller than me.
Yeah, that's I never like because I'm like middle you know, when it comes to height. I'm like just at 6 foot, so a little bit maybe like 6'11" or 5'11", but I think I'm like right at 6 foot. But some people are like, oh, you're tall, and I guess that's the shorter people. But when I see really tall people, I'm like, no, that's tall. Like so 6'7's really tall. So yeah.
Yeah, he can't stand in some of our basements.
Oh yeah, that's got to be tough. Like, because I'm being even 6 foot. I've hit my head on shit. Like, like, and it sucks. So I can only imagine someone that tall. It's like they got to worry about entryways and, you know, things hanging from ceilings and like ceiling fans and like I don't know. I would be just fucking concussion after so long.
Yeah. You ever hear of Zach Bagans' haunted museum in Las Vegas?
I have not. No, that sounds interesting. What's that about?
So you know Zach Bagans, he has like the Ghost Adventure show, right?
Oh, that's who that is. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a hardcore believer in ghosts. I am. And so he opened a museum and it has all these different haunted items in it and like some really cool stuff. Like he's got like Ted Bundy's ski mask and his ice pick. He's got like Ed Gein's like pauldron. He like drains some woman's blood in. Dark stuff.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty dark. I'd be worried about having that around me. That's like.
Yeah, and like he's got like the most haunted dolls and stuff. Like really, really cool place. And but like the building itself is pretty dark while you're walking through it, and like there's like a basement and stuff. And no, it was really funny because I went there with my friend Tall Guy, and you know, it's not a problem for me to crawl through a crawl space, but for him, he can do it because he's too big, too tall. So I don't know. I like that's like a good example, and like yeah, even going through door because the museums used to be like this mansion, and it's like a haunted mansion, and then he decked it out with all his stuff. But so like some of the archways, since it's an older building, are a little like he had it ducked through them.
Yeah, that's a good example because I agree. It's tough. Like I've seen that type of where they have to like go to the left or the right to kind of like tuck underneath doorways, and I was like, holy crap! Because I've had a family member who was part of the mother of my kids' side of the family, so in-laws type thing, and you know, he really tall guy. He had to be around the same 6'7", somewhere around there. 6'5", you know, I think 6'7", but yeah, it was tough. I'm like, man, he's just all legs and torso and long arms, and I'm just like, man, this guy's tall. Like, how do you even get this tall? Like, how do you grow like this? You know, it happens. I guess there's some tall people out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, let's see here. I got the cola open chat. Sour cola, it is opened. Let's see here with this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's kind of weird. But it's definitely sour. I bet my tongue's going to be burning after this later from all the sour stuff on it. But yeah, guys, thank you again, everybody, for being here, hanging out with us, vibing. We got some more questions to go, some more information to learn. So, you know, we mentioned getting into streaming. We went over some of personal information as well. We do have some fun questions that I like asking about, like what would you do type things or where would you go. If you could travel anywhere in the world, any destination, time and money was of no, importance in that decision. Where would you go, and what would you do there?
I would probably. So the cool thing is, I am going to Greece in 2 months with my wife for our honeymoon. We had to wait a year to save up money and everything and plan it. So Greece is gonna be a lot of fun. But I think if I could go somewhere, I think I very much enjoy Ireland. Like, and I just want to see like those green fields with sheep. I want to like go to a local pub and like drink with the locals in Ireland. And then like Scotland would be really cool to see, like the Lake Ness monster. I'd want to go there. So yeah, probably like the Great Britain area is on my bucket list. Definitely to go there. Um, yeah, that's probably where I go. Money, if I could just spend like a couple weeks, I would explore around there.
No, that sounds awesome. I think that's a good answer. I know a lot of people have varieties of answers. Some want to go see their ancestors, where they grew up, where they've been, things like that, and then others want to experience culture. That area, and I think Ireland is awesome. The pubs, and like you said, have a couple nice ales and throw back and get to relax. Yo, Alley Cat with the TLC check in. Yo, appreciate you being here, coming in, showing some love. We got Blessed Scars on the show today, episode 143 of the Jokerdad Spotlight. So we're just kind of getting to know him a little bit, what makes him tick. So do you have any ideas on like streams, events, or maybe things? Because I know you said something about wanting to do a giveaway in the future, and I think giveaways are great. But do you have any certain games that you've been considering playing that you're not playing right now, or?
Um, yeah, I know this sounds ridiculous, but I mean, I just started and like as my first one just to trial it. I bought like a $5 Amazon gift card, and I know it's only $5, but I want to see how that does. And I want to see, and I think the thing would be, hey, giving away $5 Amazon gift card at the end of the stream, and I don't know. Hopefully that would retain some viewers or people would chime in to see that. And then past that, I don't know. I've never really been good at sending mail, so as far as like physical things, I don't know if I get into that yet. I'd have to see how successful. I'd probably do a couple gift cards as giveaways. And like I said, anything that I earn from Twitch, I would probably put back into it. So if I make $50 in subscribers over the next couple months, like I'll probably do like a $20 gift card or something. But I think Amazon's probably a good one. A lot of people use
Yeah.
Amazon. rather
Yeah,
than, like,
we use
Starbucks.
Amazon here just because of the fact. I mean, we did a lot of V-Bucks because we play Fortnite, but then outside the V-Bucks, I like to give Amazon because, again, not everybody plays Fortnite. So this makes it more universal towards helping everybody. And then you could just buy something off Amazon, have it shipped right to you, which seems to work for a lot of people. I've done some physical stuff, but also don't want the general population knowing my actual physical address. So then you have to get a P.O. box, and then there's extra cost to that. And right now, shipping's outrageous, especially if you're looking internationally. So you kind of need to watch out on that too. One thing about giveaways, unfortunately, they attract the leeches out there in the world. So the people who just show up for the giveaways, and again, that's kind of what the giveaways do, is they incentivize showing up to the stream. So it's kind of double-sided there on, you kind of know what you're signing up for. But it is still a nice way to like show appreciation back towards the community who do invest a lot of time and effort into you as a content creator. So I'm on both sides. Like I like giveaways and I don't like giveaways, and so it's a mixed fence there on it. But I think also what you could do is you could do CD key giveaways. Get a CD key of a game. So maybe a game you want to try out new, especially like the indie games that are only like $5, $10, $20. You could buy one for yourself, play it for a couple streams, and then say, well, at completion, I'll be giving a copy away to one of you guys here in chat, a follower or a subscriber, however you want to do it. Might be something to consider as well. for like a giveaway. But we do the same here. All the subs bits, everything gets put back into the stream, either in the form of a giveaway or, like I said, you know, the lights, the lava lamp, the puppet we got, like all this was used with stream money. This, I don't, you know, initially maybe like the first month or two, obviously a couple months into streaming, before I was able to get subs and bits, I did use my actual work money, right? But my paycheck for my part-time job is all I have, and that goes towards bills, right? And I don't use stream money for that. Luckily, I'm able to skate by paycheck to paycheck like most Americans, and able to provide my necessities that I haven't needed to or have to use Twitch money. But luckily, I know we have a lot of streamers who've been on the show who do this full time. And they unfortunately have disabilities where they are unemployed, and those individuals, you know, rely upon their Twitch as a form of payment towards those things. So no hate towards them, and I hope they're very successful and they're able to provide a livelihood and livable arrangements for themselves through streaming. It's just definitely tough. You know, it's definitely a tough world out there when it comes to like visibility for us streamers and support. So I want to thank everybody again in chat who show up, you know, chit chat for a bit, spam some emotes, maybe lurk, just as a form of, you know, appreciation there. Thank you guys so much. So I'm going to give another round of applause for the big lurkers, the chat, the W community. There we go. My last week working 2 days, one being 4th of July. I pull a little over 470 in my bank deposit. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, gotta love that holiday pay. Time and a half on the 4th. But yeah, so let's see here. We went over the traveling. If you won the biggest lottery of all time, what would be the first couple things that you would do with the winnings?
Yeah, I've thought about that because fortunately I do play the lottery every now and then, and I play it, you know, $2 for a Powerball ticket or something. I do it just because like the dopamine of thinking about what I would do with that money is worth $2 to me.
Yeah, no, see, perfect. I'm glad. See, that's a realization of a good, solid answer there, because that's what it is. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for a dream. I mean, and given it's still possible, right? But the odds are astronomical, you know, like to win it.
Yeah.
But still, it's possible, and I like that. You're paying for a possibility and a dream, and like you said, that's worth the $2. For the couple days, right, until the drawing, and then you're like, fuck, I never win. But then that's even fun, you know, like the complaining's part of the process, chat.
Yeah, but totally immediately I would pay off all debts for like my wife, my house. I would pay it off, and then I don't know, I've gone back and forth because like I would love to just like I would probably just travel for 2 years. But then I don't know what I'd do with my cats, but I guess if I had enough money, I'd bring my cats with me. I'd make that work. But yeah, I would just do a lot of traveling. I'd probably, you know, spend a month or something in each of those European countries. Probably head over to Asia for a little bit, South America. And then, yeah, travel to the U.S. for a little bit, and then come back. And what I would do as a dream with that much money after traveling is I would open up, and this is a whole thing, but it would be for my wife and all my friends. It would be a coffee shop / like board game store / maybe like an e-lounge or something. Just like I would love to sell coffee and board games and like host tournaments for people. I think that'd be so much fun. That would be like my dream job if money wasn't a question.
No, I think that's awesome. And, you know, if you were a millionaire off of the lottery, that means you could pay people to work there, and I would come work there. I would. E-lounge with coffee, sign me up. I love it. We're always like a big game room, right? I saw that actually up in the cities I went to. I'm here in the Midwest, too. I live in Minnesota. We went up to the Twin Cities, and in Minneapolis, they have e-sports type of gaming lounge in the Mall of America, and I didn't know about it. And I went and I saw they had like this huge giant game room with all these big expensive rigs. And you go in and you pay to play, right? You can probably pay a monthly or a hourly charge, and they probably have like unlimited library of games that you can choose from to play. And I love that stuff. That's kind of been my dream type of thing too. Yeah. Yeah, my kid's like, yeah, that place near Hooters. It's like, yes, kid, yes, the place near Hooters. I'm glad that's your memorable moment there in the mall. Hey, Mr. Vinshank, welcome in, my man. Good to see you. We got to thank you for the follow from Gallifrey. Gallifrey, is that?
That's my wife, Gallifrey.
Oh, nice. Welcome in, wifey. How are you doing today? Thanks for being here. Good to see you momentarily there on stream. I love it. She ran off to the other room, or is she still or on her way to the office? Or no, she canceled. She got to cancel. That's what it was. So she's still vibing. Awesome. Thank you for being here. Look, I've been up all night with the wife who's been throwing up. Oh no, Mr. Vinjak. Oh, it's terrible, bro. I hate that. Condolences to the wife. Give her some love. I saw her on your stream just the other day. She seems so happy and healthy, and she got the bug, man. That's no good. I'm so tired, so I'm going to lay down, take a nap while I have you up on the PC, man. Much love, bro. Give some condolences to the wife. Hope she feels better soon. Same as Hybrid said right there. The man's taking words right out of my mouth. Eagles Chick, welcome in as well. Good vibes to you. Great minds think alike, I always say. So do you have any favorite wildlife animals that like zoo animals or animals that you find in the wilderness or wildlife that you find fascinating or interest?
Yeah, I love polar bears because they're just such cuddly looking creatures, but they're the apex predator. Like, you know,
they'll even eat their own young. So pretty vicious animals. Polar bears.
I love polar bears, and what is it? I think the Pittsburgh Zoo has polar bears, and they're so cute to watch. And they jump off. They have a pretty big enclosure there, and like they'll jump off of kind of like a pseudo cliff and jump into the water, and like it's cool to see that big of an animal just eat itself.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, damn, imagine that thing chasing me in the water. It's like, I'm in the water. You can't get me, bear. And then all of a sudden this bear leaps off a cliff after you. You're like, no.
Even like versus shark, polar bears are good swimmers. Like I think a polar bear could mess up a shark.
That's what we need. We need a wildlife polar bear versus shark exhibit where they battle each other and we can place bets on it like sports betting. No,
I think polar bear would win.
Yeah.
That was a good question. Yeah, polar bears are probably my favorite wild creature. I love all wildlife. The Ohio area is actually awesome. Like in my backyard, I live across what we call a metro park, which is like in the city of Cleveland. Like they have these big parks and it's just a bunch of trees and whatnot. It's pretty dense sometimes, and so I live across from one. I get coyotes, I get eagles. I have pet crows in my backyard. One of them's name is Steven. Steven leaves me walnut and peanut shells on my deck. Rabbits, deer. I have baby deer that run in my backyard. So, yeah, I totally love nature. I live in a great area for it.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, I love nature too. Nature's awesome. Some people would hate it. I hate animals. They're always making noise or leaving stuff, and I love it. I love animals.
Sorry, my cat Trevor came by to say hello.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. I know. I love the cat tower. I think I've got one very, very similar to yours. Actually, I like yours better because it's got two towers at the top. Mine just has the one, and it's got the basket on the side. Same color and everything. I think I got mine off of Amazon or Chewy. No, I got it off of Chewy. You ever used Chewy before? Chewy.com?
Yeah, that's where we get all our pet food and our cat litter.
Nice. Yeah, Chewy's awesome. They always send me all these 30% off coupons or a couple bucks off $100 purchase or something, and their stuff's pretty good quality. We get our cat food, unfortunately, from Walmart, which is about the same price, I guess, as Chewy, but it's just right down the road. So if we're getting, bath and body type, toothpaste or whatever, we kind of pick up our cat food there. What type of cat food does your cats eat?
Coco, what type of food does our cats eat?
He's like, I'm not the one who feeds the cats.
What type of food do our cats eat? We think the science diet.
Oh, the science diet. Okay. They're like, I don't know. I don't eat the food.
I pour it into our jar. I scoop it multiple times throughout the day. Trevor has a habit of waking me up at 4 a.m. on the dot every night, and I have to feed him in the middle of the night. It's a good opportunity for me to go pee, I guess.
Yeah. No, see, I'm glad my cat's not the only one. The wife gets up at 5 a.m. every morning to get ready for work, and sometimes the cat gets the hour mixed up too. So it's like 4 or 5 around that time, like because they can't read a clock. So it's around that time, and the cat starts clawing at the end of the bed into the fabric to let us know, hey, wake up. I'm hungry. It's my time to eat. And so she gets up, feeds them at like 5. And then I get up at 8 and the cat wants to eat again. So the cat's like, okay, second breakfast. And then I feed the cat again. So spoiled ass cat. Oh man, it's tough.
Funny.
At Lurkin and Workin, W interviews as usual, my guy. Yo, Chachi, welcome in, my man. Hopefully work treats you well. You stay dry, stay cool. I know it's very fucking hot. So if you're out delivering, hopefully, man, you stay okay and stay hydrated. So guys, drink your water out there if you're working outside, even inside. I think a lot of us are really dehydrated. So here, I'll cheers to that. I drink all my protein shakes, so let's get some actually hydration. Yeah, cheers, chat. Stay hydrated. Yeah, I know, like in California, that's where Amazon Artemis resides. It is, I think they had a temperature of like 115 the other day, and I read an article that they say over 400 people have died from like in the state from like heat exhaustion and environmental causes from the hot weather. So that's terrible, man. So a big shout out to all the people who work outside and keep society functioning in extreme hot temps. I think I can't do it. I said it even here. It was like it's going to be 90 something coming up, and we've had like upper 80s weather this week. And even I work in retail and working in the kitchen and working on the floor. Even though there's air conditioning, it certainly doesn't feel like it with how many people are in the building and how fast pace you go. So I'm sitting there sweating myself, just standing still, and I'm like, I'm glad I'm not outside of this, because like I'm sweating just standing here, let alone if I was outside in the actual weather sweating. Because I get the luxury of standing there looking nice, and then you see someone come in and their shirt's completely drenched. They've got like mud and oil and everything all over their body, and you're like, yeah, I'm kind of glad I don't work in that work, but I'm sure. But then I'm like, well, they're making 3 times more than I am an hour, so at least the money's good. So it's a trade-off, right? We trade off the extra hard work and the ability to withstand the heat. I just couldn't do it. I get in hot weather and I start to like want to like dry heave. I'm like, ugh, ugh. I'm like, why am I so nauseous from this heat? Like, this isn't good. So yeah, I mean, with you wearing your Halloween outfit, there, is Halloween your favorite holiday, or what is your favorite holiday? What do you like celebrating?
So funny thing, I've worn this multiple times since Halloween. My wife, she had her birthday in early May, and we had a circus-themed birthday party for her. Every year we do a new theme, and so we had a strongman, we had a tattoo lady, we had ringleader, we had just a carnival ride worker. He had like a undershirt.
Welcome in, Lady Nix. How are you doing today?
So I've been able to wear this multiple times throughout the year, not just for Halloween. Um, but yeah, no, I'd have to say Halloween is my favorite time of year. Because we go nuts for it. I'm watching horror movies starting in September. Also, Ohio is like awesome for crops. You know, there's pumpkins everywhere, corn husks. I always tease my wife about making. I make corn husk stalls, and Steven, that crow in my backyard, he'll leave feathers, and so I'll put little crow feathers in the corn husk stalls. Just we get real witchy around.
That's
Halloween
not
time.
creepy at all, chat. No, next thing you know, you're gonna be like sticking pins through the dolls and voodoo charms on everybody. Like, look, babe, I made a doll of you.
Yeah. We just find it a little creepy, you know. It keeps it fun. I mean, we have a couple decorations around the house that are like Halloween, but we keep up year round. Like we have little skeletons on top of our kitchen sink light area.
That's funny you say that because we have two skeleton heads as our salt and shaker pepper shakers. So they're little skulls, and yeah. So that's the same here. We all like dark black. So our decorations around our house are pretty Halloweenish sometimes too, year round.
We actually have this bar in Cleveland called Funhouse, and I just realized you would absolutely love it because it's circus themed. It's a bar that's circus themed. So
Love it.
yeah, like and there's a tradition. Anytime we go there with someone new, plus most of the time when we go there anyways, there's a coffin in the basement because that's where the basement or the bathrooms are. You have to go in the basement, and because the whole building itself is just a house they turned into a bar. So you go into the basement and there's a coffin, and you got get in the coffin and take pictures with everybody. So that's a tradition we have at Funhouse. And then upstairs there's clowns. Oh, I brought it up because the skulls. There's a claw machine that you could get skulls out of, and I'm pretty good at claw machines, so we have a couple skulls in our living room from that.
Oh, that's awesome. No, I think they're on to something there. I like it. Coffin in the basement, some skull machine crane grabbers. I love it. That's awesome.
They have whack-a-mole machines, pinball, skee ball, so it's a cool place.
Yeah, that's something I actually saw. I took pictures. I think I got a picture on my phone somewhere. They had that up at the Mall of America too, where we went in and ate at this place. And they had a bunch of game room, and one of the games in the room was whack a clown, and it was clown heads that came up and you whacked them, and I was like, I was like, what abuse? I was like, what are they doing to my brethren? You know, but it was fun. It was like, this is a cool little. I love it. I love the clown related circus theme, all the way from jesters in the past to modern day horror clowns, like just the clown itself. You know, Joker character. So it kind of influenced a lot of what goes on here in the stream and what we support and endorse and like. So it's fun. So happy to have you, a fellow clown, part of the kingdom of clowns. Go figure. Let's go.
Yeah.
And you like the Terrifiers, so that's always a bonus. Do you like Pennywise and all the other clowns that are? Did you ever watch Bozo the Clown? I mean, you're 30, so it's Bozo's a little bit before your time, I think. But
I don't know Bozo, no, but
Krusty the Clown from Simpsons, you know Krusty.
I do know Krusty. It's really funny because where I work, are you a Simpsons guy?
Somewhat. I mean, I grew up watching Simpsons a little bit. I mean, I'm not like a huge diehard Simpsons fan, but I know of it.
My first name is Nick, and and where I worked, because I'm a nurse practitioner, but I used to hear it. I never really watched The Simpsons, but everyone goes, and I didn't realize I was doing it. But I walk in a room, I go, "Hi, everybody," and they always go, "Hi, Dr. Nick." And I'm like, I never really understood the reference, but enough people said it. I've watched enough Simpsons episodes. I now know who Dr. Nick is.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. So I do that at work all the time now.
Nice. Now it's hard to not do it, right? Like it's become a thing.
It's become a thing.
That's good. I like it.
This is actually a cool fact about me. So in my time working where I do, and you know, it's kind of political, I understand, but like however people feel about the COVID vaccine, back in 2020, it was a big deal 4 years ago. I was the first person in the country to administer a COVID vaccine to someone under 18.
Oh wow, that is definitely, I guess you would say, an accomplishment or something unique to itself. Like you said, there's political aspects of that some are for, some are against. But at the end of the day, my stance has always been, as long as it's voluntary, it's up to the individual, right? And my biggest thing was, as long as there wasn't livelihood or liberty taking away from people who were either doing it or not doing it, it's like, that's the freedom of America, right? We all have our options, and as long as we can keep that line there, that doesn't dismiss, because having someone not be able to come into a private company, right? Like, say a private company's fine, but public services, it's kind of hard to, like, where they were enforcing no one to be able to come in unless you had vaccine, then I'm like, oh, because my mindset is, well, if your vaccine is so effective, then you're not really worrisome of people who are unvaccinated. Then, but then also, they're worried that, it manipulates or changes, and, then you have something stronger, and then that vaccine you just had wasn't as effective as it could have been if everybody got it. So I get both sides of the argument. So it's a tough one. That's definitely a tough one. But that's still, like I said, unique in itself, that they trusted you enough to administer something that was kind of new, and you got that opportunity to make sure that the person was taken care of afterwards. And so that must have went well and good for you.
But I'm glad all that's behind us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, exactly. I am too, and I think that's good for everybody, right? Like, we're moving ahead to new, bigger things, and hopefully the country's getting back on track to some extent. I think it's done pretty good, besides like the inflation, unfortunately, which is amongst a lot of reasons, and some people will argue why and why not, but. Besides that, it's still pretty good. We got the American spirit. Everybody's getting back together. We're getting into the swing of things again. I think we're doing it. Like the headphones were. Where do you get them? Yeah, they're wondering about your headphones. We had Frankie want some meows earlier, some meows, but I was like, yeah, we're going to hold off on the meows for now. But where'd you get the headset? They're wondering. Lady Nix's.
I think I got them for Christmas last year. Coco, where'd we get the headset? She bought it straight from Razer.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Razer's my favorite. Oh, look, she had matching ones. Let's go.
Oh, we go crazy with the matching. Anytime we go traveling, we usually get like same hoodies or same shirts. So it's a lot of fun to go out matching with my wife.
Yeah, I mean, are you really a couple and having fun if you're not matching sometimes? Or, that's what we do. We try to do, like, me and the wife will do Halloween costumes that are like together, right? Like you said, you have you have the clown kind of get up. We did, what was it? Bob Ross, custom, like I dressed up as Bob Ross and she was a canvas. So she wore like this big overlapping, painted background. So I had a brush in my hand and I pretended to paint her. And then one year she was a cave woman and I was a caveman. And our daughter was a dinosaur. So our daughter dressed up as like Blue from Jurassic Park. And so we walked around and. The kid was on the ground kind of like a dinosaur, and here we were dressed up as cavemen. It was a pretty cool little get up. I enjoyed it.
That is a good costume idea, cave people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we just went around grunting and hitting people with our clubs and stuff.
I think this year there's been some mention about sexy Care Bears.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, slutty Care Bears.
Oh, so you're going full fledged, not just sexy, but so you gotta go all in.
I don't know how that's gonna work out.
I kind of pity you a little bit now. I don't know If that's your, I don't know if that's your good Halloween costume, but we'll find out. I'll need pictures when Halloween comes around. We'll need pictures.
I'll post it. I'm a free spirit, and I don't know. I've never cared what people thought about me. So if I want to do something, I'm gonna do it.
No, I think that's good. That's a good mental, and I try to be the same, right? I think disconnecting and not allowing little things like that to get to people is like real, true, independent freedom. It's like freedom of care of what people care and judge you over, and there's always going to be something that you do that someone doesn't like. There's even things that I do that Joker Mom doesn't like. It's like we're married, and little things that I might do get on her nerves, little things. But that's a healthy relationship. Not everybody's going to love everything that you do, but it's common ground to at least appreciate and have fun in the process of doing it. So good to see. Dress up, do what makes you happy. Right at the end of the day, your happiness is what's most important of all. But yeah, no. So we got a couple streaming related questions here, and then we will be unfortunately departing. We are getting towards the end of our show. We usually go for about 2.5, 3 hours or so. But yeah, no, I had a blast so far. We got to know you quite a bit about your wife here, that you guys co-stream and co-host there on your stream, play games together. You're a big meat guy with the luxury meat sticks there. Registered nurse as well, so helping society and your fellow community, which is always great. You love cats as well, which is awesome. So yeah, it's just a lot we've learned today. But yeah, so with the streaming, I know it's still early on in your journey. You kind of jumped right in. You got affiliate, so congrats again on that. I think that's great. And is some of your friends still trying to hit affiliate, or have they got affiliate yet? Or
Yeah, the banana bottle. My younger brother, he got into streaming a few years ago, and he's been affiliate for a long while, but he hasn't been streaming until I started recently. But our friend Dark History is still kind of struggling with that, like 2.5 viewers per stream, but he's getting closer each day.
awesome. Yeah, I met Dark History. I came into the stream the other day when I was hyping with you guys as well. Yeah, keep it up. I tell those people, join the kingdom, stop in some streams, say hi to people, build some relationships, some friendships with who you vibe with. You don't have to watch everybody. Find some people in game categories that you actually like the game, right? And then kind of see how they are. And usually those people pull back through a round, especially if they know you're trying to hit affiliate, and they'll give you that support and try to push you through those obstacles. But I love, we love helping non-affiliates here try to achieve their goals. And for some like yourself who have already a good support structure, they don't need a whole lot of help. They'll hit it within a couple days. Or, the biggest thing is like for yourself is I feel like you streamed an adequate amount of time to where it wasn't of no issue. I know some people I've seen who have a lot of time on their hands. They'll stream for 8 hours, 10, 12 hours all the time, and if you don't have that support structure or that friendship built up quite yet, you're kind of digging yourself a hole, because the more you stream, the harder it is for the average to be high. So, unless you have over 3 people all the time, but if you're just streaming to say 1 or 2 viewers for multiple hours, that's just going to push that average lower and lower. So it gets harder. So I tell people, for every 1 hour streaming, try to support, network, build relationships for at least that hour, maybe even 2 hours outside of stream. And then, within an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour stream, really think of things to do. That's what we did here when we first started. Once we started doing the spotlight, we started coming into the stream, and then we do just chatting for 15, 20 minutes of the stream, and then we do this and then that. And so there was a rhythm and a method at which we did things. So I think that helps people get like a consistency of expectations, not only for like the streamer to know what to do, but for the audience and your community to kind of already get a gist of what's going on. And I think that helps all parties involved and makes the stream a little bit more entertaining. So, little advice out there for everyone, I guess. Nobody in particular, but just kind of a blank statement, I suppose. Have you had any trolls or negative people yet come into the stream and kind of get a rise out of you yet?
Yeah. I only had really one that was just like, okay, I gotta ban this guy. I think I was playing Legion. Usually that's a great community, but and the problem is, oh gosh, yeah, same thing happens with Counter-Strike. Like I have no, and this is probably why I've gained enough followers and viewers, is like in my games where I'm playing with teammates, I'm like, hey guys, and this is kind of my thing. I go, if we win, give a follow, and I'll post my link at the beginning, and sometimes they'll pop in at the beginning, sometimes they'll pop in at the end. But the problem with Counter-Strike is there's no filter to chat, so I would say probably 90% of the time. Well, if I split the percentages up more, probably 40% of the time, guys are like, they don't care. They're not going to check out the stream. They don't really comment. They don't say anything. 30% are probably like, yeah, sure. They'll pop in. They might drop a follow. They might view for a little while. But then you get like that 10 to 20%. They're like, oh, you're streaming? Let me say something really offensive, and then
yeah.
So unfortunately, that does happen, especially when I'm playing Counter-Strike. But I've only had one guy that like came in the stream and was like being a butthole and had to ban him. And then I'm really trying to keep my channel clean, because I do have like I have a little bit of a public job. Like I can't, like, I want to present myself well, at least if I'm live and there's strangers watching me. So like I want to keep my chat relatively clean. Like I want to watch dirty jokes or whatever. So yeah, I think only twice so far we've had to like mute someone.
Yeah, no, that's still pretty good comparison of how many people come into the stream, right? How many people have stopped in over time. I think one, like I said, there's always a bad couple apples in the bunch, and we try to the same, like I don't release like where I work, or I try to limit who knows what company I work for, just in case I piss somebody off in a game and they want to start calling my employer and getting stuff all mixed up, and then you're like, well, I didn't expect this from just playing a game or streaming, or you say something controversial that kind of people very political stance on things, and now we're in this cancel culture day where you slipped up and said something and it's taken out of context, and then you're ridiculed and hung from the streets and bashed with the but
that is my biggest fear about streaming, is like I try to watch myself, but I do worry about that, because you never know who's watching.
No, exactly. And I think it's okay. And honestly, like, I feel like the things when I'm streaming, obviously a lot of my real aspects of my personality, my life, my beliefs, they're going to come off on stream. But on stream, I'm an entertainer. I'm totally, I feel like the persona from Jokerdad to my real person is, can be held accountable to some extent, but also can't be, because the persona I play on here, even though it is a mirror image of myself, it is also sometimes an addition to myself. So what I say, do, act doesn't always represent my personal beliefs, right? I may go off hinged and say some things that maybe I shouldn't say or do, or act a little differently. But that's not a representation of myself. That's a representation of the character I've created of Jokerdad, right? The jokes I say, the things I say, even though sometimes they're questionable. But I also, I've said that to many streamers, that you have to watch what you say on the internet. It's very HR. Once something's clipped, it can be downloaded and it's forever on someone's hard drive somewhere. If it's not audio, it's video. And I've spliced video before. I've cut video before. I've edited video before. And you can make someone do, say, almost anything from different audio clips. So if I wanted to and wanted to spend enough time in someone's stream, I can make them almost say anything I want them to say just by splicing different audios from different streams, right, that they've done. And then I can make it sound as if they're being very negative or saying very controversial things and it not be true. So even trying to watch what you say can still be taken against you and used against you, unfortunately. But we have fun, we have fun on here, and good to see that you haven't had too many people you've had to ban. But I did want to get back on. Counter-Strike has always been a toxic game I've ever played. They drop the hard R's and N's and everything, especially like you said, Overwatch. I played Overwatch for a long time too. Overwatch is very toxic. I try to do the same. It's good that you self-promo. Hey guys, I'm streaming right now on Twitch. And it's good also to let people know. Unfortunately, some people, like you said, don't care. Some people will stop and hang out, and others will be like, they may watch what they're saying, because sometimes I like to tell people in chat too. I get into a game that has open comms. I'm like, hey guys, I'm streaming right now over on Twitch. Watch what you say if you could, please. I don't want to get in trouble for you, screaming at the enemy who just killed you, because some people have no chill. They'll just kind of go off hinged and scream. Yeah. I had a kid on Fortnite one day who was swearing at the NPCs and calling the NPCs names and stuff. And I was like, holy crap, kid. Like, where's your parents at? Hey, is your mom and dad home? And they're like, yeah, they're in the other room. They're playing hide and seek with me, and they haven't come and find me yet. And I'm like, what? I'm like, so they told you to go hide, and then that they come find you, and now you're in the room playing Fortnite? But it's lovely. It's entertainment. Bring back freedom to entertainment. We love you, Jokerdad. Yo, I appreciate that, Hybrid. We love you too. And Kaboom, welcome in. Kaboom coming in with the spin stars. Let's go. How are you doing today, Kaboom? Hopefully you're having a good Wednesday. But no, I say we probably have about 2 more questions here, and then we will be departing. What we do when we depart, we have 2 options. I know one of them we would normally raid over into you, but I did hear that you had some errands, some things you needed to take care of before streaming today.
I'll ask Coco real quick.
Okay.
Coco, do we need to go to the bank? Should we go to the bank? Yeah. I don't know. I might fire up a stream.
All right. Yeah. I mean, if you can fire up, hang out for an hour or 2, it ain't got to be a long stream, just long enough for us to kind of come over, vibe with you for a little bit, and have a couple games of something you want to show us. We'd be more than happy to come over, and then afterwards, when you got to raid out, maybe there's someone else on at that time who you can show some love, maybe help get affiliate, or just stop in, and then you can raid out to them.
Yeah, happy to do that.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Legion, I'll fire up Legion, and we can play a little of that.
Awesome.
I'll walk people through what it's like.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun time. So guys, stick around. If you're still vibing here with us, you got us on the lurk, or you're just stopping into the stream and haven't got a chance yet, drop our man a follow here, BlessedScars. So you can check out Legion, DBD, CSGO, a lot of great games that he plays over there. Eagles Chick, thanks for still being here. Doing well. Hope you guys are doing good. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We've been vibing out today, getting to know BlessedScars here a little bit more, his family, his life, his childhood, his occupation, just a little bit of a variety of everything. So I appreciate you coming in and sharing this experience with us today. And then, yeah, so far, even though it's been just 3 weeks, what's been your most memorable experience so far?
The one time I was playing Legion, and I did get rated with 95 viewers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that was pretty cool. And that was like my 2nd or 3rd stream, so having 95 viewers. And, it quickly dropped to 50, but I maintained 50 for a while. And that probably really racked up my averages. So that one was really memorable. And then just like the awesome people I've met, like Noodle Broth that came in. She's wonderful. Special Crazy's great. And then just having so much fun and meeting like really pleasant people. I think, yeah, 99% of my interactions have been like awesome. And like meeting you, Dark History turned me on to your podcast, and I was like, this guy seems pretty cool. I would love to jump on a show and see what it's like. I've had a blast. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you coming on. You know, like I said, it takes a lot of effort for someone to go out of their comfort zone, to reach out, to say, hey, man, I love this opportunity. I'd love to come on the show, get a chance to check out the vibe and participate. And as you grow, this will always be here. You know, I tell people that we upload these onto YouTube later on, and then we rip the audio and we upload them to all major podcast publications. So iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Spotify, all those gets distributed on. They don't get tons of views on those platforms, unfortunately, because the algorithm is just as hard on those other platforms to get visibility as it is on Twitch. And so you're kind of pushing through millions of other people who are doing the same thing. But as you grow, you know, say someone sees you on Twitch, they can go, oh, who's BlessedScars? And then they can Google search, and then they'll say, hey, oh, this guy was on this guy's podcast. Let's go check it out. And they can listen in. So they can see where you're at now, you know, hearing that you're only 3 weeks in. And then they see that, you know, they met you during their first year or second year of streaming, if you're still streaming then, which we hope you will be, you know, and that will give them a kind of sense of more of the picture, right? They get to know you a little bit more on a personal level outside of the stream. And that's what I like about this spotlight is, you know, a lot of people, they watch these streamers, watch yourself, and they just see what's on the screen at the time. They see the gameplay, they see how you're acting, but they don't know a origin story, right? They don't know where you began, where you came from. And this way, this kind of helps with that, I feel. Little backdrop to the story of BlessedScars and who you are and what you've been, and I think it's great. So I appreciate you definitely coming on, hanging out, vibing with us. Your another big W guest on the show today, so thanks so much.
W.
So yeah, I would say, you know, last question would be, you know, what advice could you give, you know, being a new streamer like yourself, and even though, you know, you haven't had a whole lot of time to learn a whole lot of things, but in the short amount of time of you learning the ropes and how to do things, is there any advice that you would give to other new streamers like yourself who are coming out of the gates and trying to do something on the platform?
Yeah, for sure. When I started, I was checking out some other like newer streamers, and I joined a couple Facebook streaming groups which are full of bots. But the thing is people that were like, "Hey, I just started. You know, I'm trying to hit affiliate." It's like, okay, I want to help this person out, so I'll jump into their stream for a little while. And I think the two biggest things is face cam makes a big difference. Like if I'm just watching a game with no commentary and I can't see the person, I'm like, okay, this is losing my interest pretty quick. And then the second one is just networking and joining other people's streams and commenting and yeah, not being afraid to do that and showing support for other people. I think those are the two biggest things for sure. Definitely gets people past affiliate.
No, 100%. I agree with you on both of those aspects. Is networking is very big, building relationships, friendships with people, showing that you support them in their ventures and journey through this. And then as well as face cam. I think that's the one thing that I've preached to the choir is either get a face cam, and if you're self-conscious of your image, to do like a VTuber, PNG tuber, which are those animated little characters that you can get set up through programs or things like that that kind of appear on your stream. We've got one on here that I like to pull up when I'm playing Fortnite or gaming. I'll pull up my VTuber while I'm eating because I don't want people to watch me just shovel food into my face like the fatty clown I am. I like to keep at least some type of semi-professionalism. Yes, I use my VTuber model when I don't want to get ready. Exactly. Yeah. If you're having one of those days where you're like, you know, because there's days where I woke up and I'm like, man, I really don't want to throw on the clown shoes today, you know, or I really don't, you know, I just want to I want to be myself today. And Jokerdad can take a day off. But I still throw on the clown shoes and we go at it. But I think for moments like that, we have those people, especially the ladies who go, I don't want to put on makeup today, right? I don't want to get all prettied. I just want to play some games and vibe. And I think VTubers and stuff like that are a great opportunity. So you still have some type of visual engagement without the worry of actually fully camming and being presentable and stuff like that. So I think that's a great way. And like Hybrid said, Hybrid is an amazing VTuber or digital character as well. So if you guys haven't got a chance to catch out Hybrid or even Kaboom here, we'd love for you guys to check out their stream and check them on their next live. Kaboom, when do you usually stream? I don't think I've got a whole lot of opportunity to catch your streams. I should have you followed. Let me check here. I usually double check everybody. Yeah, I've got you followed. But no, I appreciate you coming in. But yeah, so what we'll do here, if you would like to go ahead and start getting ready, we'll come over and hang out with you for a bit. So yeah, is there?
Hello, beautiful.
You said you're going to be playing the tower defense game.
Yeah.
Legion.
I will say, Joker, as I thought about it, I should go take care of those errands.
Oh,
I
okay.
gotta be a responsible adult. Plus, I haven't eaten breakfast yet. It's like 1 p.m. here, so
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go take care of my life. But I'll probably be back in an hour. I've been watching my follows go up. I see I've gotten 5 since we started. Anybody left in chat, if I could shout out to you, thanks for watching. And please give me a follow. I'll probably be on in like an hour. I'd love for you guys to see the game.
Yeah. Well, is there someone on who's streaming right now that you know of that we could raid over into? Because that's our second choice. If you're busy or you got other plans, we usually let the guests pick where we raid to, and show other individuals love through the raid.
Yeah. There is someone that plays Legion that's playing right now. He's got 62 viewers, and that's the cool thing about Legion. There's usually only like 4 or 5 people streaming it at once, so it can rack up some good viewers. But his name is, and I have a subscription to him. It's just Fine, FINEEEEEE. Type in that, you'll probably find him.
Okay. Yeah. And everybody in chat, we've got raid 1 there for the raid emotes for followers. Raid 2 is for subs. So if you're a follower and not sub to the stream, you should probably sub to the stream. No, I'm just kidding. You should copy and paste the raid 1 there. And then for raid 2, if you're a sub, copy the text there. Even though it doesn't look like there's emotes, there will be if you're a sub. And then we will get ready to go over to our lovely fine. Sorry, I had to say it like that. But welcome in, Coffee Bee. I appreciate you being here. But yeah, no, I had an awesome time, and I'm glad you could squeeze some couple hours in this morning for me and afternoon your time to vibe with us. And thank you, wifey behind you, for allowing the opportunity as well and looking over. So thumbs up. We'll give a thumbs up. Sorry I was late. No, you're fine, Coffee. I appreciate you being here, showing some love. You're right on time because now you can hype up the raid. So get the emotes ready, Coffee, okay? Do that, all right? Do it now. I'm just kidding. You ain't got to do it if you don't want to, but I appreciate it if you did, please. No, Heron, I've just seen the stream, so hopped in. Yo, Heron, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the first time chat. How did you find the stream? Are you a friend of BlessedScars here, or did you find us in a community, maybe through recommended or browse? How did you find the stream before we go? I'd love to hear. And do you stream? Hey, no problem in Discord. Awesome. What community? And are you a streamer? Because I will definitely drop you a follow. We're always looking for new streamers here. We're always trying to catch new vibes and hang out with new people. So I do actually. And Dizzy Jaybird Dungeon. Oh, okay. Yeah,
I know Jaybirds. Yeah, I dropped the link in theirs.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. We're always looking for new people. So, Heron, if you want to drop BlessedScars a follow, if you don't follow Blessed, I highly recommend it. He's the one who steered you in my direction. So got to show that love to the man of the connections there. Yeah, the big W streamer here. So yeah, I appreciate it. So we're gonna look over for Fine real quick, see what we can find. Fine. Oh, I see that. That's a lot of E's. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 E's. That's like, that's a lot of E's. Awesome. So yeah, guys, let's go over. We're going to go check out Fine, have some fun, and vibe out with Fine. But no, I'll be on the lookout. If I don't see you today, because I will be going to work around the same time you're going to be starting, but I'll be there in spirit. If you're on some other evening once I get off work, I'll definitely stop in and say hi.
I appreciate that. This was a lot of fun, and I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, anytime. And if you ever need anything, I always tell everybody my DMs are always open. If you ever want to just hang out, chat with us in Town Square or in a VC, we usually have someone available. We'd be more than happy to help you out. So if you get lost or have some technical difficulties, shoot us a DM and we'll see what we can do about helping you out or stepping you in the right direction.
Awesome. Thanks for everything.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, all the viewers.
Yeah,
Come
guys.
check me out later.
Yeah, stop in. If you guys are around later, you see him hop on, all the ones who followed him today, stop in, check out his stream. Always great vibes over there, and I'm sure he'd love to say hi. So we're going to go over now, guys. We got 22 people, so thank you guys so much who's still here vibing with us. Refresh the tab if you can. If you are not able to raid at the moment, refresh, see if it can get you into the raid. If you have refreshed, maybe refresh again once we raid over, so it will count as viewership for Fine as well. But yeah, guys, have a good day. Yo, Royal Toughness, thank you. You have a good day too, Eagles, Chick, Hurst, Coffee, Heron, nice to meet you again. Hybrid, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, everybody. You guys have just been all awesome today. You really made my Wednesday. You really made Blessed Day as well. So thank you guys so much. Any final words before I let you go and we get over?
Thank you so much for the opportunity, and yeah, let's give it a little bit of time, and I'd totally be happy to come back on the stream.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely do some collabs sometime. Maybe I can get in DBD or try that tower defense game there and see what it's about. It looks pretty intense though. Like I'm sitting here watching the preview before we go over in this raid, and it looks pretty intense. So, but we're gonna be going, guys. 5 seconds. See you soon. See you on Friday. Another W guess. See you then.